looks like we got a new friend!
Getting a little fuzzy with the other half. Too long.
I started with that and then I got fed up and just
All the way done.
At some point, like I started with one.
Guys, you are live. Can you not hear me?
Can you hear you?
That now.
There we go. Oh, hi everyone. I'm so sorry for interrupting your conversation. I'm also so sorry that I don't think you guys got my "Hey, we're going live in a second" messages. But hey, here we are now. It's all fun and games. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the Cypher seminars, where we learn to play the Cypher system all together in a fun, friendly way, with no pressure on anyone. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. And YouTube, you can check out these. There goes the internet again. You can check out all of these the wonderful games. They're just being uploaded again this time. They've just started being uploaded today. Once again, guys, it looks like the internet's just having an absolute shit today. So if the audio drops, let me know. Otherwise, just make do with the frames. I'm sorry about it. We also... Is everyone's camera in the right place? I don't know.
I think so.
Not quite. Close.
Who's not?
Jay.
Which Jay?
There we go.
Amateur.
We're now in the right place. We were so close. We were so close. Professional stream, everyone. Professional stream. Welcome, Raiders. Hi, Susie, and your wonderful raiding crew. Welcome in. We're just getting started. Also, guys, you can support us on Patreon. Check out the Patreon. We have merch as well. Check out the merchandise over on Redbubble. We have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who create content for D&D 5e and other TTRPG systems. We played the Midnight Wheel just a few weeks ago, and that is live on the YouTube. Go and check it out. It's a good time. Also, we have a sponsor in Magehand Press, who made the Dark Matter Alpha, an expansion for D&D 5e set in the sci-fi universe. If you have a sci-fi fandom that you want to play, I promise you will find it in that book. So go and check it out. Lastly, oh no, not quite lastly, because we have panels too. There's some other sponsors in our panels. Check out the panels for reservad.com, Tabletop Loot, and Rue Inc. But in each place you can get yourself a discount code. The details are in the panels. Tweet! Every 10 retweets, we get another random potion to be distributed to the party. Now, I can see we are already on 13 retweets. That means we're going to start off with one, which I will roll as we go round. But first, let's actually do that. Let's go round. We'll go this way around by request, and start with Alex.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm Alex, or Dark Fox. Firstly, it's amazing to be back, so thank you very much for having us back. I am playing today, or this evening, depending on where you are. I'm playing, when I find the top of this character sheet, some guy.
Some random guy.
I'm playing Edgar, who is he's an explorer who is also incredibly foolish. Is out to find his fortune, and is probably going to fail doing it. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Start of the stream, start of the robotic mic. Welcome, Alex. It didn't happen once in prep, but here we are with a robotic mic live, of course. So next around, we welcome Quixotic. Rich, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. As you heard, my name is Rich. I'm at Quixotic on Twitter, and I am playing a character named Big Lug, who is also a foolish explorer, but he abides in stone.
Two foolish explorers?
Well, that can only go one way.
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be interesting.
We'll be excited.
So next around on the screen, thank you very much, Tool School, for those 50 biddies. Next around, we have Elizabeth. Oh, hi!
Hello. My Twitter is ElizabethC77. My name is Elizabeth. This is my second time here on this channel. I'm looking forward to this game quite a lot. And I am playing Miria, who is a clumsy explorer who exists in two places at once.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And if you're wondering what these sentences mean, chat, don't worry, we'll get to them in just one moment. Next around, we have Lauren Newberger. Oh, hi!
Hi there. My name is Lauren Newberger. I'm at Lauren Newberger on Twitter. I will be playing Claudette Absil. She is a charming speaker who fights with panache. And we'll see how that goes for her.
Oh, fantastic.
That likes a bit of panache.
I do like a bit of panache. We all know I like a bit of panache. Lastly around, the wonderful purple-haired now, Jay! Oh, hi, Jay!
Hey! I thought you'd forgotten my name for a second then.
How dare? How dare? I'm building you up and you're just thinking I'm knocking you down.
Yeah, so my name is Jay, Jay Bambi on Twitter and Twitch and everything else. I am playing Mika, who is an inquisitive adept who commands mental powers.
Okay. So, what do these things mean? Well, as a group, why don't we find out? We'll go in the opposite order this time, so we'll start with Jay. Jay, can you tell us your type, and we will go through that quickly, as I quickly grab my rulebook.
My type is adept.
An adept. Adepts are the mage of the Cypher system universe. Do you have it open there? Can you read us out the little blurb?
I could. I put it on roll 20, but that just froze. So hold on a minute.
Of course. Timing is everything. This stream, I must say, is going much better than the last stream, where we started half an hour late because we tried to set up Discord instead of Zoom because Zoom was down. And then Discord ate up all the internet. It doesn't seem to have been done that just yet, although we are still dropping a horrendous amount of frames for some reason. Sorry about that, guys.
That's alright. I've got it up on the rule book now. As soon as my roll 20 won't open, which is a good start. So adept. You master powers or abilities outside the experience, understanding, and sometimes belief of others. There might be magic, psychic powers, mutant abilities, or a wide variety of intricate devices depending on the setting.
Okay, and so how do you see your character in a fantasy setting?
Right. 2 seconds. It is loading. So, she... This is because I laughed at Alex for a little bit of fun. Right, so I did my background for my character. She's a nymph who studied in a school that is infamous for dark brooding instructors and graduates.
So very literally a witch wizard style.
It is. All of my special abilities revolve around not very nice stuff.
Well, the first tier adept things you get, everyone gets effort, that's almost a given. You have an intellect edge of 1. Now what that means is that it's easier for you to do things that require intellect. We'll get to that later. Additionally, you have some starting equipment. I'm very loose and wild with Cypher system. Essentially, if you guys have, most of you get an expensive item, some moderately priced items and that sort of thing. If you need something in the game and it seems reasonable that you're going to have it, we'll say you've got it. Okay? That's how we'll play through equipment, so don't get tied up with that equipment. And you also get some special abilities. Which special abilities did you choose?
Right, so I chose Erase Memories.
Of course.
Basically, what it does what it says on a tin. I can go into the mind of creatures within immediate range, make an intellect roll. If I succeed, I can erase the last 5 minutes of their memory. Magic training. Trained in the basics of magic, can attempt to understand and identify properties, including magic artifacts and ciphers, because that kind of made sense if I was magic to actually understand it. Sculpt flesh. Can cause woodland creatures' fingers to lengthen into claws and their teeth to grow into fangs. And that lasts for 10 minutes, and their damage is increased by 4. But they have to be willing.
Oh, they have to be willing. I was going to say, are you playing a person again?
They're willing people. They have to agree to do that. I told you they all went with the dark school. The other one I got was Shatter. Interrupts fundal force. So basically, if there's objects, but they have to be things like iron ingot or a stone or a clay cup or something, within a long distance, they explode. I can make them explode with my mind.
Beautiful. Some call me Tim. Fantastic. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Jay. And thank you for volunteering to go first for the last bit. That's great. Thank you. Next, we have Lauren Newberger. Lauren, which type did you pick?
I picked a speaker, and in a fantasy setting, I view her as a kind of a naughty bard who is good at fighting, but maybe not interested in fighting unless she can look good while doing it. So according to the book, speakers, you're good with words and you're good with people. You talk your way past challenges and out of jams, and you get people to do what you want. And I think that that fits Claudette very well.
Fantastic. So you can see your pool there. You get an intellect edge as well. So things that require your intellect are also a little bit easier for you. Those affect the abilities that we were just discussing with Jay. Essentially, an edge is a free point. So whenever you have to spend intellect, you get a free point. So everything's 1 point cheaper. So first tier speaker, you have stuff, and you also get some special abilities. Which special abilities did you go for?
I took Enthrall, and that takes 1 intelligence point. And while talking, you grab and keep another creature's attention, even if the creature can't understand you. For as long as you do nothing but speak, I can't even move, the other creature takes no actions other than to defend itself, even over multiple rounds. The only time the effect would end is if the creature is attacked.
Beautiful. So that's raised a couple of things. First thing,
That's good.
if that's worth 1 intellect point and you have 1 intellect edge, that means that that ability is free. You can do it at will. Additionally, you talk about how you do moves and stuff. In Cypher system, you can only do 1 thing. There's no major actions, minor actions. You have 1 action. You can move, or you can attack, or you can do something else. You only do 1 thing at a time. So that's interesting that they can't do anything except for listen. And your other ability?
I also took Aggression, and that takes 2 intelligence points. Your words twist the mind of a character within a short range who's able to understand you, unlocking her more primitive instincts. As a result, she gains an asset on her might-based attack rolls for 1 minute.
Beautiful. Assets help you make things slightly easier. They reduce the difficulty of a thing by 1. We'll go through that in the tutorial.
Okay. And finally, I also took Spin Identity. That also takes 2 intelligence points or more. You can convince all intelligent creatures who can see, hear, and understand you that you're someone or something other than who you actually are. You can't impersonate a specific individual, but you can say vague things like, we're from the government, or I'm just a simple farmer from the next town over. I don't need a disguise, but it can help, and it would be an asset to the roll, should I choose to roll it. And if I attempt to convince more than 1 creature, the intellect cost increases by 1 point per additional victim. They stay fooled for up to an hour unless my action or other circumstances reveal who I actually am.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, that pretty much does what it says on the tin. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Lauren. So next, how do you prefer to be called again? Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
Yep.
Phil Elizabeth. Elizabeth, which type did you go for?
I went with the Explorer.
The Explorer. So far, all different. Lovely.
And it says, you are a person of action and physical ability, fearlessly facing the unknown. You travel to strange, exotic, and dangerous places and discover new things. This means you are physical, but also probably knowledgeable.
Fantastic. And we can see again, you have your cycle roll and everything. See your pool there. You have a might edge of 1, which means things that require your brute strength are slightly easier. And you also have some special abilities. Which special abilities did you go for?
Yes. The first one I took was Extra Edge, which gives me another edge in might. So I have 2 total and an edge in speed.
Fantastic.
I took Danger Sense, which costs 1 speed, and it reduces the difficulty of my initiative.
Fantastic.
I took Trained Without Armor, so if I'm not wearing armor, I get to be trained in speed defense. And I took Endurance. If there's any physical effect that has a duration, it is either halved or doubled, whichever would be more beneficial to me.
Of course. Fantastic. So I think we found our tank, everyone. This is amazing. I think they all pretty much do what they say on the tin, so thank you so much for going through that with us. Next, we go around to Rich. Oh, hi, Rich. Who is Big Lug? Which type?
He is also an explorer
Fantastic.
because it's a great all-around character to pick. So his excuse me, his special abilities, I chose Danger Sense, which says the difficulty of your initiative roll is reduced by 1 step. So I spend a speed point, and I basically become trained in initiative, which is a great thing to have.
Yep.
I also chose Fleet of Foot, which says if you succeed at a difficulty 2 speed roll to run, you can move a short distance and take an action in the same round.
Yes, indeed.
So that's another very good ability to have. And then I chose Physical Skills, where he is trained in climbing and jumping. And I gave him an extra edge. So not only does he have the standard might edge of 1, but he also has a speed edge of 1.
Fantastic. The extra edge actually gives you an additional might edge as well, so it'd be 2 might and...
Oh,
1.
does it?
Yeah. Yeah, you have a might edge of 1 and a speed edge of 1. Yeah. At least that's the way we're playing it. That's how I read it. Lastly around, we have the wonderful Alex. Oh, hi.
Hello. So I am also playing an explorer who also has Danger Sense. And has an extra edge. But I've also got Decipher. Am I me a robot or Scrat a robot? Am I a robot?
Yeah, that's my symbol to you that you're roboting. I thought rather than just saying, I'd make a big display of it. I'm standing, so I've got tons of editing.
So for those that are new, my microphone hates me and goes from roboty to not. But yeah,
You sound
never
fine
mind.
at the
I'm
minute.
getting a new one. It's fine. So I also took Decipher, which by spending 1 intellect point, I can examine a piece of whatever, and I can interpret it. Even if I can't read the language, I can understand it or get the gist of what it means. So languages or rooms, that sort of thing, I can understand those. And I also got practice with all weapons, just because you never know when you'll need a glaive or a cannon or something. So
Bench.
yeah, a bench.
Yeah.
We know how that goes.
So, we'll stay with you, Alex, as we go back the other way around to do Descriptor.
Okay.
Foolish.
Yes. Yes, I should probably find that in the book. Bear with.
I'm already there. Not everyone can
cool.
be brilliant. Oh, you don't think of yourself as stupid, and you're not. It's just that others might have a bit more wisdom, insight. You prefer to barrel along headfirst through life and let other people worry about things. Worrying's never helped you, so why bother? You take things at face value and don't fret about what tomorrow might bring. People may call you idiot or numbskull, but it doesn't faze you much. You lose 4 points from your intellect pool.
Yep.
Oof.
That hurt. That really hurt.
However, you succeed more on luck than anything else. Every time you roll for a task, roll twice and take the higher result. Fantastic.
I can go with that.
Anytime you spend points from your intellect pool, it costs you more than 1 point than usual.
Nope.
And the difficulty of any intellect defense task is increased by 1 step. Okay.
So, although that sounds really, really detrimental, I mean, it is really detrimental, but when I was throwing together a character, I had this sort of image of Indiana Jones, but utterly terrible. And then I was scrolling through the book and went, well, I've got to pick that. So yeah.
I feel like either you or Big Lug should be the leader of the band.
It's not me.
I don't know.
I
what
will
we
just
do
lead everyone into oblivion.
That's exactly my point. You know, it's like having a crap Robin Hood. You know, it'd be great.
Alex will lead us the wrong way.
That'll create an adventure in itself. We have the same descriptor for Big Lug, correct?
I ended up changing it in the process.
Okay.
It's similar, but not quite. He's no longer foolish. He's now naive.
That one's way better. That one's so much better.
It works better with the character I'm building. So
Okay. Sure.
So, according to the book, it says, naive, you've lived a sheltered life. Your childhood was safe and secure, so you didn't get a chance to learn much about the world, and even less chance to experience it. Whether you were training for something, had your nose in a book, or were just sequestered in a secluded place, you haven't done much, met many people, or seen many interesting things so far. That's probably going to change soon. But as you go forward into a larger world, you do so without some of the understanding that others possess about how it all works. So it has some interesting stuff. I get +1 to my recovery rolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess because I'm just so trusting they want to help me when I inevitably get burned.
Some people stay wary when they're resting. You're eating that pie. You don't care about the one around you. Love it.
I'm also considered incorruptible, so I'm trained in intellect defense tasks and all tasks that involve resisting temptation.
Okay, so no, you're not foolish. So other way, good, love it.
Yeah, so it's like slightly opposite.
Yeah.
I'm wide-eyed, so I'm trained in perception tasks.
Okay. Yeah, of course you are.
But I have a very hard time seeing through deceptions or determining if someone's secret motive is out to get me.
Fantastic.
And that's it.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you. I'm looking forward to this pie. At the bottom of the screen, we have Elizabeth again. Elizabeth, what is your descriptor?
I am clumsy.
Oh,
Which
brilliant.
may be a reflection of real life. So it says, graceless and awkward, you were told that you'd grow out of it, but you never did. You often drop things, trip over your own feet, or knock things or people over. Some people get frustrated by this quality, but most find it funny and even a little charming. So the things it gives me are Butterfingers, -2 to my speed pool. Yep. Big muscles, +2 to my might pool. Inelegant. You have a certain lovable charm. You are trained in all pleasant social interactions, so long as you express a lighthearted, self-deprecating manner. Dumb luck, which I love. If the GM decides to throw a GM intrusion at me related to my clumsiness, 50% of the time it works to my advantage, 50% of the time it works to my detriment.
It's a coin toss. I love it.
Yes, I absolutely. That's kind of what convinced me to play clumsy, other than the fact that it's just true to life.
This is beautiful. So far, beautiful.
Yes, my skill is that I am trained in tasks involving breaking things, and I have an inability in any task that involves balance, grace, or hand-eye coordination, which means those tasks are increased difficulty by 1 step.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm loving this. Oh, great. Clumsy. Couldn't get a better descriptor. So next, so far we've got foolish, naive, and clumsy. Lauren, what are you bringing to the party?
I'm bringing something a little different to the table. Claudette is charming.
There we go.
Smooth talker. Very much a charmer. Whether through seemingly supernatural means or just you having a way with words, you can convince others to do as you wish. Most likely, you're physically attractive or at least highly charismatic, and others enjoy listening to your voice. You probably pay attention to your appearance, keeping yourself well-groomed, and you make friends easily. I kind of am leaning toward the personality side of the int stat and less the intelligence, because I have a lot of inability to focus and study and protect my mind in the event that someone is trying to mentally invade me. So she doesn't have a lot of like history and lore at her disposal, but she's personable, so she gets +2 to her intellect pool. And she's trained in all tasks that involve a positive or pleasant social interaction. So she's used to getting her way. She also has a contact who she may or may not work for, Madame Isabelle Montblanc, and she is a somewhat famous antiques dealer who may or may not be a shady woman.
An antique
Claudette
dealer.
also, that's right. She's a businesswoman, but she specializes in antiques.
Do you want to take your party back to this antiques dealer?
I think we probably would, and I think Claudette is fond of her clumsy, naive, and foolish friends. Very, very fond of them.
Just the term "bull in a china shop" came to me from out.
I wonder why.
I think that's right.
I'm strong and clumsy. What could go wrong in an antique shop?
Okay,
That could
so
be
yeah.
bad.
So you've discussed your abilities and everything. That's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to bringing a little more je ne sais quoi to the party.
I would say yes.
Fantastic. Oi,
Need it.
oi. Next round, we have the wonderful JJ. What's your descriptor?
Hey, my descriptor is inquisitive for Mika. It says, the world is vast and mysterious. Wonders and secrets to keep you amazed for several lifetimes. Feel the tugging of your heart, call to explore wreckage of past civilizations, discover new people, yada yada yada. So I'm trying to skim read it because it's really long.
You picked a long one there, yeah.
I did. Although I know there's danger from it, so I take precautions to ensure I'm prepared for any eventuality, research, preparation, readiness. I have a dozen books and travelogues about the world on me at any one time. I also gain the following characteristics. So I got +4 to my intellect pool. My intellect's getting quite high now.
How high
eager
is your
to learn.
intellect right now?
My intellect is on 19.
19. Oof.
Yeah.
Smart.
So we've got So
Yeah.
it happens that we've split the screen quite nicely. Carry on.
It does. I'm trained in any task that involves learning something new, whether it's talking to local people to get information or going through books to get information. I'm trained in doing that.
So you took the smart side.
I was
going
gonna say it's.
essentially. You've got smart.
I
And personable.
did.
You've got the
I'm
two. Nice
I'm
balance.
basically I went to a school for really evil people, and I'm really really clever. Not very strong, but very clever. Oh, I have telepathy as well. I forgot about that one. Just a quick question. On here it says additional equipment. I have 3 books on me of whatever subjects I choose. Do I have to choose them beforehand?
Like I said, I'm light and loose. You can choose the books. If we happen to come across a slimy jail lock, and you have a book on slimy jail locks, that's fine by me.
That's
but
kind of what I was hoping you
but
were
you
going to
only
say.
get 3 of them, so
Yes.
fantastic. Okay, cool. Let's start doing some focuses, shall we? We'll start with you, Jay. What was your focus?
I've got my focus up in preparation. My focus is that I command mental powers. So I've always had special abilities other people don't seem to share through practice of devotion. I have a unique talent. No one can tell that I have this ability by looking at me, although I wear a crystal or a jewel somewhere on my forehead to help me focus power. Either given to me by someone who recognised the ability or I found it by accident. My connection that I chose. What did I choose? You're gonna have to bear with me for a sec because I can't remember.
Oh, that's
I'll
fine.
pick one other PC. For some reason, they seem to act as an antenna for my mental powers. The 2 of us are touching. My telepathic and mind reading abilities extend to a long range.
And who would that be?
I'm gonna go with Claudette.
Good. Okay.
Hey.
I was thinking.
Because I feel like the others might be injured quite a lot. Wandering off somewhere else.
So the only other thing to make a note of is the suggested minor effect and major effects at the bottom of your at the bottom of the connection thing. I just make a note of those. That's what happens if we hit an 18, 19, or 20 on a roll on a d20. We'll get to those later as well. Lauren, how about you?
So Claudette fights with panache, which is knowing that style is at least as important as substance, and I think that really sums her up as a person. Defeating foes is secondary to looking good while doing it, and some might call you a swashbuckler or a daredevil. She's not super into fighting, but she does want to impress a lot of people, and she does a lot of flourishes as a result of that. She's not wearing any armor, and she comes equipped with very stylish clothing, which I'm going to say super tacky. I think that she is really into bright colors, and like she thinks she's high fashion, but probably isn't. She's also somewhat rich as a result of her noun and her adjective and now her verb. So she probably has some weapons that would be better suited to hang on a wall than they would to actually use in combat. But for her minor effects, I can dazzle a target with my style, and they get dazed for a whole round, during which time the difficulty of all the tasks is modified by 1 step to its detriment. The major effect that comes with fighting with panache is I get an additional attack every turn when I use it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I have a connection with one player, and the one that I chose is I'm always trying to impress this character with my skill. And I think Claudette would really want to impress Big Lug.
Okay, so you're trying to impress Big Lug. Perfect.
Yeah.
Again, please make a note of your minor and major effect suggestions. They may come into play later. Elizabeth, what is your focus?
All right. I chose exists in 2 places at once. And the little description it gives is, says, one day you looked into a mirror and noticed that the reflection didn't quite match your movement. After some time, the image stepped free from the surface, and where there was one, there were now 2. Your duplicate is your twin. It shares more than your, where did I just put the wrong key on my computer? What was that though? There it is. It shares more than your appearance. It duplicates your mannerisms, manner of speech, expressions, and habits. The connection that I chose is this character seems convinced that you are really a pair of identical twins with no actual powers. And I think I'm going to give that to Mika.
To Mika. Perfect. Fantastic.
And then I also get an extra ability, I guess.
I
4
see
hands are better than 2.
Mm-hmm.
When you and your duplicate work together to complete a task, the difficulty of the task is decreased by 1 step, provided cooperation would actually be helpful for that.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So at any time when we have challenges, you can help each other to make it easier, unless you get the too many cooks problem, in which case I may make it more difficult.
Right.
But yeah, fantastic.
I just love the fact that the clumsy person can become 2 clumsy people.
Right? That may cause detriment to the task we are supposed to accomplish as a party. But it could help, you never know. And then my minor effect is that whoever is against us, whatever, however you want to say it, the difficulty of their next task involving me or my duplicate is increased by 1 step. And the major effect is that I have an asset on the next roll I make within the next hour.
We'll probably end up ramping those up a little bit because we're only doing a 1-shot. I'll probably make the major and minor effects do a lot more. They definitely have like a campaign in mind. I think the major and minor effects, because only 1 hour. Only 1 hour. Come on. We'll do something that gives you a bit more than that. Rich, what's your focus, please?
I chose abides in stone. So that says you are a golem, a being of stone rather than flesh. Your stone body resembles that of a hulking humanoid, and you can move, speak, and feel pain. Your rock body means that it takes a lot to damage you, but once damaged, your wounds are not quite as easy to recover from. So I ended up picturing him as this giant stone ape. And his connection, I think, is going to be with Edgar, where Edgar must have roused him from a long sleep.
By pure accident.
Yeah, you're probably like, oh, this looks cool, and you poked him, and he's like, what?
I'll just take this gem.
Just rested and happened to put the magic stone in just the right place.
What's great about the golem is that I get +1 to my armor. I get +1 to my might edge, so basically I get a free level of effort. And I get 5 additional points to my might pool. So I'm sitting at 19 for my might. So I'm pretty formidable. The downside is that because I'm made of stone, when my first heal I don't get the opportunity of the action heal. My first heal takes me 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Can't do it in
can't
combat.
heal as quickly as everybody, but I can take a lot more damage.
Okay, fantastic. Well, lastly then, let's go up to Alex. Alex, what is Edgar's focus?
So Edgar's focus is explores dark places. So the description on this is you explore foreboding ruins, mysterious locales of ancient times, dungeons deep, dark caverns, and similar places. You're trained in such activities by those that have gone before you. You're the archetypal treasure hunter, which is kind of what I was going with, which is why it worked.
Indiana
You
Jones,
spend much
but
of your
Robert
time in
Shaw.
the dark. Yeah. You spend much of your time in the dark that slowly allowed you to adapt to it, almost becoming a creature of gloom yourself. Even in civilized areas, you prefer to keep to the shadows. Let's gloss over that. So, the connection I picked, which is there. So I get to pick another PC. That person always seems to hear me, no matter how stealthy I try to be. And I think that is going to be Elizabeth. And Miri has two twins, or one twin, and the shadow.
Twins,
Whatever.
not twins.
Fantastic. You've always
Yeah.
got an awareness of where Edgar is. Got it. So, before we get going, we're going to do a very quick tutorial. What I'd like you each to do is roll me your initiative. It should ask you, I don't know, if it asks you for a difficulty, put it at 0 and spend no effort. We'll explain that in a moment.
Yeah, first.
How do I do this?
In skills, you'll find initiative. Press the dice next to that.
Where? Oh, where did it go? Did it work?
And Gemsong is so right in chat. This
There
music
we
is giving
go.
me energy, which is dangerous for all of us.
7.
Okay, middle of the screen, where it says skills, you should have one in there that says initiative.
I was clicking on the wrong side.
Got it?
What am I doing for the effort? Leaving it?
Yep, leave it at 0 for now. We'll go through that in a moment. Okay, so first of all is Rich, conveniently, since he also knows how to play the game already. You get the easiest challenge. The first challenge, this tutorial is going to be just a series of rooms with doors. You go up to the first door. It has a handle. This is a difficulty 0 door.
Open it.
And you can. A difficulty 0 door can be opened without making any checks. Sometimes I might make you roll a d20 just to see if you roll a 1. But this door opens, and you have access to the second room. Next in the initiative order is Lauren. Lauren, the door ahead of you has a lock on it. This is a difficulty 2 door. How would you like to navigate it? Now, the interesting thing about Cypher system is you don't have to pick the door just because it's locked. Any way that you can conceive of getting through the door is entirely acceptable.
If only I could talk to the door and have it open. I think I will simply roll and see if I can break the lock.
Just break the lock. Fantastic. So that'll be a might roll, please.
Might roll. And I can do this straight off my character sheet as well?
Yeah, if you, over on the left where you see might,
Fantastic.
speed, intellect, just click on might,
Okay.
select the difficulty of 2, and now this is where I can explain effort. If you want to put effort into this, it will cost you some points from your might pool. Now you have a might edge, right?
Yes.
Okay. So normally, buying some effort costs 3 points of might, which would reduce your might pool down to 8, I think, in your scenario. Not sure. No, you haven't got much might. Brings it down. If you have a might edge, it'll only cost you 2 points. Now, why do we want to spend less points? Because your points also equal your health. When your might is reduced to 0, you take a status effect of like damaged or something. When your speed pool gets down to 0, you are you can't move. You're damaged, and when your intellect pool goes down to 0, you are incapacitated permanently.
Ooh. All right. I think I'm just going to try to stab it with my diamond-hilted dagger and hope that I break it. So we've set the difficulty to 2, and I'm going to roll you a might roll.
Yes, indeed. A 13 beats a 2. You get through the door. You manage to jimmy the door. You hit it hard enough and the lock just pops out. And through you all go. The next room has another door. This one is for Jay. Yes, Jay. Jay, this door is not only locked, it's barred from the other side. It's difficulty 4. Now, if you have abilities that you think you can use to reduce the difficulty, for example, if you happen to be trained in unlocking barred doors, that would reduce the difficulty down to a 3. Similarly, if you have an asset, like if someone helps you, you can reduce the door down to a 3. If all these little things, you can reduce the difficulty to increase your chances of success.
I could also spend 2 intellect points and make it explode.
You could totally do that, yes.
I could do that.
Okay, so you just point at the door. How does this look?
Well, I'm going to step back from it because I don't want it to hurt me.
Do you warn anyone
but
around
I do
you?
it telepathically.
Oh.
I basically pick an object and go, I'm going to want that to explode. Like, if there's people around, it deals damage to everyone, like all enemies in the vicinity as well.
It's not enemies, it's everything.
Everything, and even if I fail the attack roll, they all still take damage.
Fantastic.
Because it,
I'm going to explode the door, by the way. Like, not the lock, the actual door.
So you're all in a small room, the door suddenly explodes. How much damage does it do?
Not very much, it's a tiny explosion. I controlled it with my mind.
So make me an intellect attack roll.
How do I do that?
Just
one shot's over, everyone's dead.
Roll int and put the difficulty at 4. Oh no, call it 3. Call it 3. You're
Are we
trained.
all in the same room?
Yes.
Sorry,
But don't worry,
guys.
this is just a tutorial.
It's good.
TBK.
From a door.
Oh, effort to 3.
No, effort to 0, difficulty to 3.
Effort to 0. Got ya.
A success! The door bursts! It absolutely explodes. Everyone will take 2 points of damage from your might pool. You're into the next room. Who goes next? It is Alex, I think. Alex. Edgar. This door is made of metal. It's locked and it's barred. This is a difficulty 7 door.
Well, I am trained in lockpicking.
Oh, that reduces the difficulty down to 6.
It does. I don't really have a lot else to go on besides that.
Well, now,
So
the way it works in Cypher system is the difficulty times by 3 is the result you need to get on a dice roll. So at the moment, at difficulty 6, you've changed it from a nigh impossible door to a just about possible door. If you rolled an 18, 19, or 20, you can do it. You could also just spend effort to try and do it. Each level of effort reduces the difficulty by 1. But
I have
costs you-
1 effort apparently.
yeah, ignore that. That's no fun.
Okay. Well, okay. I would like to spend some effort, and
How many levels
not
of effort?
only I'm only going to spend the 1, but what I would do is, I mean, can you combine skills in this? Can I justify my actions through the skills that
Well,
I've
that
got?
all depends on one very important thing: how cool it is.
Yeah. Okay, so I have. What do I have in my explorer's pack? I have a series of poles that are used for climbing. So I would try and after lockpicking or picking the lock, I would then use these poles to lever the bar on the door on the other side somehow. So
I don't know. That's not feeling very cool.
is it not? Okay, I use the remaining fuel from my lantern, and some bits and pieces from my explorer's pack with a small section of rope, and I using my tinker with devices skill, I manufacture a bomb.
Please remember that my might is actually
Just
quite
you.
low.
I manufacture a very, very bad bomb, and
Fantastic.
some sort of.
I will give you the bomb. You can take a turn to create the bomb, separate to try and open the door. The bomb is an asset in opening the door, which reduces the difficulty down to 5.
Perfect. So that's a 15 that I need to get.
Mm-hmm.
This is a might-based roll, correct?
Well, it depends. If you're picking the lock, that would be speed-based.
I'm good at that.
Using a bomb, I guess you're trying to break it, so maybe you set the bomb off first to weaken it and then throw yourself at it? That would be might-based.
Can give him aggression from my speaker pool.
Definitely better with speed.
Definitely better with speed.
Yeah. Oh no, it's got it. No, let's go with the explosion. Why not?
Fantastic. Now, if it is a might roll, as you said, Claudette uses her aggression and gives you an extra training, an extra thing, right? Reduces the difficulty by 1.
Ooh.
Let's take it down to 4.
Okay, this is entering the realms of possibility. For me.
Say, Edgar, go kill that door for me, please.
Consider it done.
We got foolish MacGyver over here.
That's right. Right, so what am I doing? I'm clicking might, I'm assuming.
Yeah, might roll, difficulty 4, and you may choose how much effort you wish to spend, if you wish to spend any. A success! Did you use effort?
I did. I used my 1 effort. Yeah.
You used 1 effort. 1 effort, and you have a might edge, correct?
I have 2 might edges.
So that effort will have only cost you 1 point. So your might pool goes down by 1, but you burst through the door.
Amazing.
Very good.
Level 7 door is obliterated. Miria, you drew the short straw. In the last room is a door made of some sort of material that glows funny colours. Sometimes looking like space, other times looking like sort of a hippie's t-shirt. It's glowing and changing. You can see various locks around the side. There's also a set of hamsters on either side of the door that are running, powering something. This is a difficulty 10 door to open. It should be impossible.
Okay. I'm going to start with summoning my duplicate, which should cost me 2 might. However, I have an edge of 2, so it costs me nothing.
Costs you nothing. Fantastic.
And
Difficulty 9 now, if your friend helping you. Correct me if I'm wrong, aren't you trained at breaking things?
yes, so that drops it another level.
That's down to 8. Assuming you want to might your way through this, I mean...
Well, I don't think I'm going to have much luck using speed. I mean, just say it. And then the 8. Then I'm going to use effort, so that drops my might down 1 more.
Yep, with 2 edges, each one will cost you 1.
Right. That drops it down to 7. Can I have my duplicate and I attack the hamsters instead of the door?
I was going to offer up something.
Oh.
I might be able to enthrall a hamster for you to get it to stop running.
So
you can only do that to one animal, though?
Miria and Claudette, I will say, because the enthrall would normally enthrall a humanoid, I will say you can enthrall multiple hamsters. Claudette will enthrall the hamsters for you. This reduces it down to a 6.
Okay.
It's possible now. There's a slim chance that it's possible.
It's possible, but...
One of those is edge, though, so it's still technically 7, but with your edge, it's 6.
Right.
You can use more than 1 edge, so you could reduce it down more.
I'm going to use another level of effort.
Brings it down to 5.
Reduce it down to a 5. I don't know that I have anything else. So...
Is it a magic door?
Could be. It's glowing and all sorts of shit.
It tends to look like it. There's hamsters powering it, but it looks magical still, even without the hamsters.
Are you thinking you could help too, Mika?
I don't know. It says that I can understand and identify properties, including operations of magical artifacts and ciphers. Depends. Will that teach me how to stop it from working?
we'll say that you understand this is both part door, part weapon of mass destruction.
Oh dear.
Not
And
encouraging.
you said the clumsy person after it.
I don't need to make another bomb.
So, if we are rolling then, Miria, please roll your might. Please set the difficulty to 7 and use...
Before she does that, can I walk back a couple of rooms?
Yes, you can. And set the difficulty to 7 and put on your 2 might unless you'd like to spend any
Right.
more.
Now where do I put them? Oh, there we go. And I spent 2 effort. Oh.
Failure.
Man, I'm rolling horribly.
I would like to offer you now another mechanic. Every now and again, the GM can offer you an intrusion. Now, with Miria, it's a special case because Miria is clumsy. But in this instance, normally, let's say it was Edgar, I would say to Edgar, Edgar, I would like to intrude on this event, and for the inconvenience, I would like to give you 1 XP and one of your friends an XP. And Edgar could say yes or no. However, Miria doesn't get that. Miria just gets me to flip a coin. Let's flip a coin.
I'm nervous.
It's a good thing. I'm going to intrude.
Yay!
The door explodes. The dungeon explodes. Everything explodes when you're all sitting in a pub. Bam! Start of one shot. We're in a pub.
I made the weapon explode unintentionally.
So, end of tutorial. That's how the difficulty ratings and everything work. I hope you've got a rough idea of how we're going to navigate things. The doors are sort of a metaphor and also a joke about D&D. I hope you appreciated it. You may reset all of your pulls back, anything that you used, any health that you took, anything like that. We'll start the campaign afresh. We sit in a fantasy bar. You may describe the bar yourselves, however it's set sort of Robin Hood-esque, maybe. Rural England. What are we doing in the bar?
Oh, Claudette is absolutely drinking and schmoozing.
Drinking and schmoozing, brilliant.
Yeah.
Big
Oh, go ahead.
Big Lug can't drink, but he likes the act of it, so he's just kind of like pouring a drink into his mouth and it's pouring down his chest.
Brilliant.
Are you like a statue? Like it's just filled in?
Yep.
Miria
Just got mouth
is
drawn on.
Miria is helping one of the tavern workers clean the floor because she spilled her drink on the way from the bar back to a table. She just like tripped over her feet. So she's helping mop it up and apologizing profusely.
And I think Edgar would be regaling the local drunkards about the time that he went through a dungeon that no one had ever found before, apart from obviously when it was Bill, and he found a giant golem, and somehow it came to life, and they're just like, "You're talking absolute crap." And then no amount of no, he's over there.
Is this the
They're
only story that you tell because you have proof? That's the
Yeah.
vibe
Yeah.
I'm getting?
Yeah, that's it. My claim to fame.
Big Lug's like probably like 7.5 feet tall, so he like towers over everybody.
And yet the drunk, the tavern goers just don't care.
Nice old bollocks. Suddenly, our delightful little scene is interrupted as a man bursts through the door. He waits to get everyone's attention. There's trouble up mill!
What trouble are you talking about?
Bandits! Up mill!
Ooh, bandits. Do you want us to help with the trouble, or?
Some of the other villagers are already getting up, like, "Oh, bandits, we have to go and get the bandits." And like, generally people are moving that way too. He's like, "Well, yeah, there's trouble up mill."
Don't worry. We've got this. You stay and finish your beers. We'll have this handled in no time.
Are bandits bad?
Yes, they are very bad. But you will come with us, yes? You're big.
Yeah.
Very big. Oh, you imitate me. Very good.
I am. I didn't know that.
We come along, and you look, Miria? Yes, Miria. That is your...
Yes,
You
yes.
come as well.
of course. And she kind of like stands up from the floor and like tries to like straighten her clothes and like make sure that the splash of alcohol is not too obvious. Sure.
It's very good, very good. Where is Mika?
At the bar reading / drinking. Mainly drinking.
Despite all of the uproar, still.
Yeah,
drinking.
I am. Like, Mika's too intelligent for their kind of like foolhardy. She's just like kind of a bit annoyed about it. Rather just drink instead.
Claudette goes right over. Now you seem above it all, and this appeals to me on multiple levels. How do you feel about, say, a quick adventure? Just a brief one with us.
Mika just kind of stares at her and sighs and gets up with her
Oh,
drink.
thank you.
Hi, we're going on an adventure.
I love Big Lug.
Have you already gathered Edgar, or is Edgar boldly marching when none have marched before?
Edgar's still talking to people that aren't there.
No, He's running around,
Going.
herding everyone out. Like, come on, let's go.
He's leading the charge, I think. I guess we go with him then. He seems to know the way.
I know that guy.
I don't. I have no idea.
Are we just like holding hands, daisy chaining our way out after Edgar?
Everyone.
Yes, because otherwise Muriel will end up on the floor again.
Yes, do not touch anything.
So as Edgar rounds everyone out of the bar, the generators all rabble. The mill's that way, rabble, and they generally start like having a nice pint towards the mill.
It's a torch and pitchfork situation, isn't it?
Yeah, they're sort of gathering things. Mostly there's just like wood from the nearby woodshed for the bar, so they're all grabbing bits of wood.
I have torches.
You can equip them with torches if you'd like to.
Let's not. We'll handle this, no problem.
Hang on, are you rabbling people up to get up and go, or rabbling them to sit down? Because you seem to be going to and fro.
No. So for the group, I'm ushering us together, going. Let's go.
Oh, I see. I thought you'd push the whole crowd outside.
I did too.
Sorry.
He doesn't want them to steal his stories.
So we'll redact that a little bit. Edgar is trying to push all of you outside, and everyone else is sitting down, quite enjoying their nice pint. Like, well, they seem to have covered everything.
How far away is it?
The mill sits on the hill.
Oh.
Check.
You could say the distance is in the middle.
Is anyone particularly good at investigation? Can we go get someone a little more keen-eyed than myself to explore a bit up ahead? I would, but I'm better in the back, I think.
May I offer you all an intrusion?
Sure.
Since
Yes.
Claudette was the last person speaking, I will give you the XP, Claudette, and you may offer the extra XP to anyone you like. We didn't go through XP. XP is something you can use for a reroll. Eventually, that's the main use we use it in one-shots for. You can spend an XP to get a reroll. You can also use it for leveling up, but it takes a lot of XP, and usually you don't get that much XP in a one-shot. So, there you go.
The guy that told us about whoever we're going to, I totally forgot what they're fucking called now. Is he still around? Because
Yeah, he's got his flat cap on, and he's...
I got a skill, eager to learn, trained in a task that involves learning something new, whether talking to a local to get information or digging through old books to find lore. So can I kind of ask him a bit more about what's happening and why these guys are there?
Okay.
where they've
certainly.
come from.
So to get anything out of him, to make him say more than just "There's trouble at mill, bandits."
Yeah, that's not very helpful.
It'll be a difficulty-free intelligence test. You are trained in this, you say, so you may have difficulty too.
Thank you very much. Was this in intellect?
Intellect wrong.
Difficulty 2.
Your accent is very contagious, Lauren. I want to copy it.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, oui.
Well,
Are you serious?
Oh.
Yeah, no, you rolled a 4 there, I'm afraid. And there's trouble at mill! Just can't get him to say anything other than that. He's clearly been sent here to deliver a message. The intrusion, everyone. The side of the mill explodes.
Oh no.
Claudette is behind Big Lug as much as she can be.
It's
I
in the
didn't see
distance.
that.
It's through the distance.
She's still behind Big Lug. So do I get the XP from this, and I get to give 1 XP to someone else? Is that right?
You do.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Edgar.
Edgar, you have an XP.
Does this look like a fiery explosion? Is this a magical-looking explosion? What's
It
look
looks
like?
very much like the mill has been set on fire and something flammable has gone kablooey straight through the thatched roof.
Oh boy.
How far are we from the mill? I assume we've been walking and talking.
Not far enough.
Let's say half a mile.
Okay.
Not too far. You can see it. It's in the distance.
How far away may duplicates go?
Mika and Claudette.
It's only short range.
Mika and Claudette, you both find a potion that you didn't otherwise know you had. This potion is sealed in a opaque glass jar with a wax seal, not resealable. So if you pop it, you're gonna have to open it, otherwise it's bound to spoil. If you pop it, you're gonna have to drink it. I mean.
I place the potion in my satchel beside the 2 hamsters, Ty and Die, that I seem to have for some reason. I'm gonna save it. I don't know what it is.
Beautiful. This will be the trinket that we get from the viewers. So to use it at some
Fantastic.
point in the one shot is preferable. There's the sheet. We roll a d100 and you find out what the effect is upon drinking.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
I'm gonna drink it when we get to the mill.
Okay, are you heading to the mill now, everyone?
Yes.
Is this supposed to do that?
no, it's
No.
not.
I don't think so. But
Okay.
I know very little of bandits in this area. Do they often explode? Is this a common occurrence? Okay.
I hope the bandits didn't explode.
Is this,
When I was at school, lots of things exploded.
that makes sense looking at you.
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I definitely think Claudette wants to go up, but she's kind of hesitant because it seems to be actively on fire, right?
It is on fire, yes. In
Yeah,
fact,
yeah, okay.
the fire is spreading, and this young lad's like, "Oh no, there's more trouble at mill. I better get a bucket chain."
Once we get within short range, I would like to send my duplicate to investigate. My duplicate only has 6 health.
You're gonna kill your own
And-
twin.
There can be only one.
It's not
You
my
can come to
twin.
school with me.
It's magical. It could come back at any point.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, there's
So
2
if
of you
it
now.
dies, I take 4 points of damage and lose my next action. If it dies, I'm hoping it doesn't die. I just kind of want it to kind of try and see if it can spot, like, where this, like, is, like, there's something, like, in the center that caused an explosion.
There
So, like,
are-
just kind of, like, get a better sense of it.
Sure. So people are pouring out of the mill. Workers. It was sort of a semi-industrial. We're sort of getting to the sort of people are learning to work together and make a mill factory where they grind it all together. God bless them. Your duplicate can get into the mill beyond the people that are ciphering their way out. There's lots of cries of "Trouble at mill! Hey, there's trouble at mill!" They all come out, and your duplicate can get in, and you can see that it is in fact the flower storage that has exploded. Good old flower dust.
Okay. So that duplicate does not die, I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it dissipate.
Mm-hmm.
And just gonna tell everyone the flower seems to be on fire. So I don't know if there's like something that like helps negate a fire that's being fed by flower. But
I love
that's
flowers.
what's going on.
Well, I would hate to see such beautiful flowers burn, so we should definitely go inside. Let's see if anyone else is inside. Yes? Big Lug, you with me? Yes?
Okay.
Come with me. Very good. Come. Come.
Most of
She's
the
holding
people
his hand.
Just one
are
thing. I don't think it's that kind of flower.
I know. I know. Claudette does not know.
No. Sorry, that was Edgar saying to Claudette.
Oh, I see. What is is there another word? Oh, is there a different, it's a white flower.
That's the one.
Oh, burn it down. I do not care. No.
Big Lug's already like halfway to the building.
Edgar's right behind him.
And the people are forming bucket chains. They're starting to get bucket chains and trying to put out the fire.
Mika's gonna start reading her book again. She's completely disinterested in what you're doing right now.
We could just make pancakes.
Yeah.
Claudette takes note of the fact that Mika is still reading and not doing anything. She's, gotta find a way to get her involved again. So people are daisy chaining with buckets trying to put the fire out.
That's correct.
I don't see any bandits as we start walking into the mill.
You don't see any bandits, but if you walk into the mill, you will see that there is a large hole in the wall near the flower.
The hole goes outside.
It does. To the edge of the village. Through the city wall.
Is this all a trick to break down the wall? I think this is a trick.
Oh, is this a game?
It's something like a game, yes. Watch this, Big Lug. She runs through the hole.
Okay.
You are outside the mill.
There's nothing on the other side anymore.
No, nothing on the other side. No.
That was
Unless
not
you
as
would like to
exciting
have
as I hoped.
a good old look around.
I do. I want to have a good old look around.
Sure, please make me an intellect roll. The difficulty will be a difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3.
Unless you are trained in perception.
I am not.
Nice.
Fantastic. On a difficulty 4, you can see small footprints in the mud. And a large dragged thing that looks like people have made off with something.
Is Edgar? Edgar, are you there?
Yes.
Will you go get the bookworm friend and bring her? Perhaps both of you can confirm what I think I'm seeing. I am no tracker. I do not look at footprints, but it looks like they got something big, and I was hoping you could tell.
I am an explorer.
I thought
and
so.
treasure seeker.
Mm-hmm.
We best get the bookworm.
How sturdy does this wall look? Is it like thick?
It's quite thick, yeah. I mean, you can see why an explosion happened, because, I mean, it's going to take some fair amount of force. It probably, if you were to try and knock it down, it probably would have been around difficulty 6.
Just because he's who he is, Big Lug saw Claudette jump through the hole, so he's going to try to make his own hole.
Wow, I didn't realize that was where we're going, but I sort of almost had a premonition about that there, really, didn't I?
So, based on all the edge that I've gotten, I get a basically free level of effort for might. So,
Fantastic.
I guess he's just going to do a straight might roll with that extra level of effort.
I mean, why wouldn't you? If it's
So you said it's a difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6, yes. So automatically difficulty 5 for you. We'll say you don't
Alright.
have to spend the extra level of effort. We'll just say it's difficulty 5. Essentially, it'll act to like train, like you're trained if you're trying things, but otherwise it'll act as though you are. Otherwise, you can just do your abilities. For free.
Oh,
So,
not quite there.
how does this look as Big Lug charges into the wall?
He's just like, okay, and just
Oh no. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Mm.
Miria kind of runs up to Big Lug because she's had similar experiences with walls. She goes, are you okay? Did you bump your head? Did you? Oh, wait. You're stone.
yeah, I'm fine.
Are you okay? Oh, good. And she sticks her hand out to try to help you up. Not sure how that will go because she's considerably smaller than you, but you try.
If anything, if he takes your hand, it would pull you to him instead.
As you do this, Miria, I'm going to intrude. As you pull Big Lug out from the wall, part of the wall collapses exactly where he would have been.
Mika's just gonna kind of like appear next to Edgar and be like, "Where did you find him?" And instantly regret asking him that.
Did you drink the potion, Mika?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink it now.
Drink it now! D100,
Yeah.
please.
Can't remember what I have to type.
/R
Slash
space
roll.
1D100. Put it in Zoom chat for us all, just okay.
Cool. It's been a while.
Ooh,
57.
Oof. So as you drink this liquid, as you pour it into your mouth, people watching might see an iridescent silver, almost a glowing silver liquid. And it tastes like gasoline. I don't know if you've ever done the gasoline thing where you try and siphon gasoline and you get some in your mouth. But it's not the best taste. It kind of tastes like burning and death. However, the effects this potion have on you is you begin to levitate.
Funky.
You just levitate about 5-10 feet off the ground. Roll me a D2. On a 1, you have no control over it. You're a balloon. On a 2, you have control.
Psychic balloon.
You have control. You can navigate. This is controlled
Good.
levitation.
I like it. Let's go through the hole.
You can go through the hole. You're now outside the city.
Claudette is watching Mika float by, and she's like, "Does she always float like a little cloud? A little cloud who likes to read?
Yes.
No,
Mika, do you always float?"
Yes.
really?
Who
Very
knows?
impressive.
I'm floating now.
Very nice.
I might read my book while I float.
Or whatever floats your boat.
Can you help me follow these footprints? Maybe from your higher up vantage point as you are floating, you see further ahead? Hmm?
That way.
Fantastic.
Right.
Claudette just follows her, regardless of what she says.
I'm just gonna float after the footprints. Mika's having a whale of a time right now.
You can hear cries from behind you as people are finally putting out the fires, and they go. You can hear who hasn't left yet. Big Lug and Miri, you were still in the factory.
Come through the hole, friends. Come through this hole. Do not make a new hole. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
Muriel will
However, you
follow.
can hear as people have finished putting out the fires. They're like, "Oh no, Big Mill's gone. Where's the Big Mill?" Oh no, go and get Little Mill out of storage.
This is a
We
very
were
strange
not very
town.
caring, were we?
Nah.
We did not seem to be the most helpful with that
It's
situation.
fine.
Save them for bandits and then just go, nope.
No problem.
I think we are following the bandits, maybe. We will try. We went through the hole.
You did. You did it wonderfully.
Thank you.
So you may track the tracks lead into the nearby forest.
And
Do we have
I'm
anyone
still-
who's actively tracking these? I'm not actively tracking anything. I'm just kind of walking
Nope.
wherever my floating friend goes.
Big Lug is trained in perception.
yeah, maybe we should wait for the others.
Oh, yes. Big Lug!
We've just kind of wandered off. Like, bye.
We should not leave them alone, Mika, I think. They are dangerous to themselves.
I agree.
Hmm.
They need our support.
Yeah, Claudette's just kind of like standing back, waiting for Miria and Big Lug. I assume Edgar's kind of up front with us.
Sort of in between.
Alright.
So yeah, I assume as soon as he walked through the wall and he saw the tracks, he would have already actively tried to follow them. So what would be the difficulty for this perception roll?
Same as Claudette's, it'd be difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. All right, he has
Trained, right?
he has training.
You're wide-eyed, yeah.
Yes. Is that applied, or do I have to drop it myself?
Drop it yourself, so we'll call it difficulty 3.
Okay. All right, let's see. No effort. He doesn't need effort. Oh God.
Oh.
Oh. Roll 20.
Oh dear.
So Big Lug, following the tracks, leads you to a small hole in the forest. This hole is at the bottom of a tree.
Another hole.
I think they went this way.
The hole's about that big.
These are tiny bandits.
Big Lug, this looks like maybe an animal's nest, maybe for a rabbit, perhaps, or a badger.
Are those what bandits are?
I don't think so. No. But you can stick your head in and find out.
Okay.
When you put your head in, there is an angry badger waiting for you.
At least it's not a honey badger.
I found the bandit.
The angry badger launches itself at your face, scratching.
It's angry.
You may make a speed defense if you'd like to avoid its attack.
Okay. He has no training in that.
The difficulty will only be 2.
All right. Okay, good. Just me.
Narrowly, by the skin of your teeth. You just pull out as you see this badger, like, and then back into the hole.
Oh, I was right. It was a badger.
Yes, that is not a bandit.
Oh.
I think we have lost a trail. Mika, how high up can you float?
You're muted.
I was saying, Mika's currently doing backwards rolls while she's floating just to see whether she can or not.
Why not?
Yeah! Woo! That was sorry, what?
It's very, very impressive. Can you see them anywhere from over the tree line or anything like that? I would really like to kill them, frankly, for destroying Big Mill and possibly Little Mill later.
But I found the bandits.
Those was a badger. You were very close, though. Good job.
Okay.
Oh, I can only float 10 feet. Can I float higher?
I mean, you can try.
Yeah. I'll give it a go. This could hurt if I fall. Wait, how long does my floating last?
Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Yeah, look at me, I'm 100 feet. Ah!
I'll try to float up.
Sure, of course you can. Make me a speed roll.
Is it like swimming?
Yeah, it is now. Yeah.
Just point.
How you swim?
It could be. Right, what I did?
Speed roll. This will be difficulty 2 again. 2 is a reasonably standard difficulty for me. I'm finding.
What? Not attack speed? Why isn't this working?
Just speed over on the left.
Top left.
Right below the effort box.
Can't see that either. Look, I'm looking at the wrong bit.
Right below where your name is.
On the character sheet. In
Yeah.
my
I know that. Got my name, and then it says Inquisitive, Adept, Tier, Effort, Might. Oh, there, got it.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
We got there.
I will blow you all up.
Yes, do not do that. We are not making fun of you. Please, Inca, leave her alone.
I can do that 8 times.
She can fly and explode things.
Explode the badger.
This will be
What's the difficulty?
difficulty 2.
I don't know if you can explode things that are alive.
It's bones on.
Oh, well actually they
Oh,
kind of are.
gosh.
They create marrow.
Yeah, right. Semantics.
Well, they're not really.
Edgar got so dark.
Difficulty 4. You fly
That's
up,
where he explores, though.
and you can see above the tree line. You can see an old temple silhouetted against the sunrise, sunset, whatever. You can see it silhouetted against the horizon, rather, as there seems to be lots of small creatures pushing a large round thing into the temple. And your levitation ends.
Yeah, catch her! Yeah!
Mika, as you come hurtling down,
Don't worry, friends.
Oh.
I've got this.
Isn't he made of stone?
Ouch!
I'll do it.
I can attempt to catch her.
okay, so it sounds like all 4 of you have offered to attempt, and none of you are rescinding it. I don't care. We're going to increase the difficulty by 1 point, so this is now a difficulty 5 for you to try and catch Mika.
Well, I'm dead.
I'm going to try and jump to catch her.
Jump to catch her, brilliant, excellent.
I have very, very little in the way of speed, so yikes.
Yeah,
I don't want Mika to die though. How high up is she right now? She's fallen from a good height, right?
Just above the tree line, so maybe she was about 30 feet.
Oh, yeah, good enough to die. Okay.
Yeah.
Golly.
Woo.
Like
Let's see.
I said, difficulty 5.
I am just going to try to, like, I don't know how to say this, but I'm just going to try and, like, use myself to kind of, like, not really actively push people out of the way, but just, like, I'm here and I'm big and strong.
Okay.
And just try to, like, get underneath her.
Okay, so you are you trained in this? You are, right?
What type of role is it?
It'll be might.
I'll give her aggression
yeah.
if that's the case.
Okay, so I'm trained in it, which drops it down to a 4.
Are we trying to help me or kill me?
Well, this is the thing. It will drop
A little bit of both.
It will drop yours down to a 4, but anyone else trying to catch her, their difficulty will go up 1.
I'll
And
back
then-
off if Miri is pushing me out the way.
just aggression.
What does aggression do?
So it'll give you an asset on any might-based. Well, it says attack rolls, but ooh,
Poo-poo.
we're attacking the ground.
The ground.
Why not? Either
We're
way,
attacking gravity.
Okay, so
it'll
that
make
drops it down to a 3.
Yes.
I'm going to use 2 edge,
Can't someone
not 2 edge,
control
2
gravity?
effort
Oh,
Two
to
effort, yeah.
put it down to level 1.
Cool.
I was going to do control gravity, but then I switched it.
Ah.
So please roll that difficulty test against a difficulty 1.
So it was initially difficulty 5, and then
Yeah, I think we brought it down to difficulty 3, and then there'll be 2 edge. So that beats a 1. That's fantastic.
Woohoo! I catch Mika.
Yeah,
You catch Mika,
Oh.
but I'm using my clumsy intrusion. As you catch,
Oh dear.
Mika is caught, but Miria, you are knocked to the ground instead.
Oh.
is it?
As everyone
Oh.
piles into you. You push people out of the way, but Edgar jumps to try and save, knocking you off balance. The end of the day, there's a pile of you, which Mika ends up comfortably on top. Mika, you are not harmed. But everyone else
However, I'm
involved,
at the
except for
bottom.
Claudette, who deliberately backed off. Big Lug, we didn't hear much from you, but I think you were
Yeah, I
involved.
think as soon as he saw all these squishy people jump in front of him, he would have been like, "Oh, okay."
Fantastic. So, just Edgar and Miria, then each of you please take 2 points of damage to your might pool.
Ooh, ouch.
Tis but a scratch.
Is everyone okay? Mika, anything broken? Miria, I'm almost certain something is broken on you.
I'm gonna stand up. Just bumps and bruises. I'm fine.
You are very hearty, which is good.
Believe me.
because- Yeesh.
I do a lot worse than this to myself on a regular basis. It's fine.
Mika, I think you need to learn how to fly.
Or just not do that again.
I was really enjoying flying, actually.
I didn't know you could fly.
Yes, what did you see up there?
A big temple with big animals pushing balls.
I had a dream like that once. It was very unpleasant.
You have the hamsters.
I have Ty and Dai. They are hamsters, yes. I don't know why I have them, but I have them.
Just in case.
In case, yes.
Them or
Did I what?
The door needs to be
don't
powered.
forget to feed them.
Oh, I won't forget to feed them. No. I was toying with the idea of giving them these potions that I have. I don't know I have a potion, but I think I will save it for myself. Which direction was the temple? Oh, good. Oh,
Those-
all right.
Those are 2 different directions.
Edgar, you seem to know something of temples and exploration, is that right?
Well, a little bit. I mean, I've only explored the entire world.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, perhaps you lead on. We got to try to find this temple and the ball pushing animals.
That sounds very strange, but yes, let's go.
Yes. Excellent. To the temple.
Drawing his cutlass and his lantern, he's just marching away ahead. The temple, is it the other side of the forest, or are we going through it? Or are we going round?
Do you know how hard it is to learn direction when you're floating upside down in the air?
It's spinning around.
Seems quite difficult. I guess we should just go straight.
Let's
Straight
do
through the forest.
that. Yep, straight through.
We wish
I
to
told
navigate.
you, it's that way.
We wish to navigate through the forest. Whoever's taking directional lead will need to give me an intelligence roll. Mika's directions are possibly an asset.
No, do that.
Possibly.
Well, I'm leading the charge, so
Edgar, that'll be an intelligence roll, please. Of difficulty 3, but you have an asset in Mika, so that'll be difficulty 2.
and I'm trained in searching.
You're trained in
And you
searching.
get to roll twice.
I do get to roll twice. However, I do have an intellect weakness. Whenever I do anything with the intellect pool, difficulty increases by 1.
So,
So-
difficulty 2 again.
It is difficulty 2, but I do get to roll twice. So that and difficulty 2 and I'll take that.
Okay.
I did it.
You carry on through the forest, through the woods. There is you kind of blunder through the woods rather than following the trails. However, through blind luck, you find a path that happens to have some similar tracks as the ones you found near the mill on it.
What are these tracks like?
They are like small humanoid feet.
Huh.
See, I told you they were tiny.
Can we work out how many pairs?
Yes, intellect roll, difficulty 3.
Alright.
Difficulty 4 for Edgar.
Yes. I'll try. But wait.
Oof.
There we go.
So, Edgar, please think of a number between 10 and 20.
14.
It's a trap.
Your random guess happens to be right. There are 14 of them.
It's a good number.
What luck?
I don't-
Edgar!
14. There are 14 pairs of tracks. Plus the whip. Or the thing, whatever the thing is that they've clearly stolen. That's
But-
many.
But pairs means 2, right?
Yes.
So there's 7.
What? No.
And that,
Pairs. There's 28
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, okay.
14 people, 28 feet. Yeah.
I thought
That
that
makes
pears
sense.
were a fruit. Green.
Or is it 14 feet?
I guess we're just gonna have to find out.
So 7 people.
How many tracks are there? Individually, how many tracks? Are there 14 or are there 28?
Well, Edgar guessed 14. And by dumb luck, he happens to be right.
Yes. So there are some bandits, which is more than a few, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, still holding on to his cutlass quite firmly, he's gonna lead on.
It doesn't take you long to get through the woods. Soon you are at the temple. The temple doors have been smashed and thrown wide.
This is a real shame. It's such a nice temple.
Oh,
Do we-
they all look like this after a while. It's fine.
Is this normal for this kind of thing?
Yeah.
I see. Big
Vines
Lug,
growing all over it, you know.
Big Lug, would you like to look around for us? You seem to be very good at that. You keep finding badgers, and I admire that about you.
Okay. So, I guess you'll go up the stairs and look?
As you go up the stairs, roll me a quick perception check. It'll be difficulty 2.
Are you kidding me?
Again!
Wow.
Roll 20, why have you abandoned me?
It's because earlier you said, "Oh no, roll 20 always rolls really well."
Must be.
It hurt.
That's why it's giving you 2 ones.
Imagine how bad it would be if you were rolling with dice.
So, as you get up to this tunnel, you can hear from inside, "Now, you see, we need to have security. All good factories have security. Get out there!" And this small guy's pushed forward with a halberd, and he's like, "Am I securing against statues?" "Yes! No one comes in or out till we're set up. It could be dangerous."
I found a bad.
This is a
Okay.
small green humanoid with a spear and a helmet and a scrappy-looking leather jerkin.
Can we see them as well?
I.
Big Lug, kick it.
Ah! It's running at you and attacking. Thanks to your intrusion.
If
He's
it's wearing
gonna-
leather, I can blow it up.
He's gonna like swipe at it.
Let's have some initiative rolls, please.
All right.
All right.
Sorry, I told you to stick your head in there.
Not bad.
I had a pen earlier. It was pen shaped. I was waving it.
Oh my
around.
god.
What?
So many
I
15s.
don't know why I rolled twice. 2 of those are mine. I decided to roll twice.
Oh, hold on. I get to roll twice.
You got the same results. That's okay.
'Cause I don't actually get to roll twice. So,
So,
Oh, yeah, fine.
it looks like Edgar that has the initiative. As this thing is rushing towards you.
Good. So as I as Edgar had his cutlass in his hand already, he's going to hurl it like a
really cutlass?
yeah.
He's a foolish dude.
Edgar, I don't think you
Good
should.
work.
So,
Yeah.
as you hurl your cutlass, I think this creature is a difficulty-free creature.
Okay.
You may make an attack roll.
Yes, I feel I want to do that. So what do I do? Is it just? I'm assuming it's a might.
Speed for a throw.
Oh, okay. That's actually better.
Of
Good.
course it is.
Of course it is. Difficulty 3, yeah?
It is indeed.
I'm going to spend 1 effort. I have an edge of 1 in speed. What does that do?
It means that your effort only costs you 2 points rather than 3 points.
Oh, okay. Cool. Hey!
Damn.
Ooh, what is your minor effect suggestion?
Hold on.
It's under your focus.
Yes. It is my minor effect. Target is also dazed for 1 round, during which the difficulty of all tasks is modified by 1 step to its detriment. Is that me or him?
Him.
Yeah, him. So,
That's fine.
what I think we will say instead is, because that's a bit rubbish, you only get it for like 1 second. We'll say that from now on, you know that flying sabers happen to be a weakness of these types of creature, and from now on, throwing a saber at them will only cost you 2. Or cutlass, sorry.
Impressive.
I've handled the same thing before.
How much damage does your cutlass do?
It does 4 damage.
You gonna focus on that? Nope. It says 4. That
It
it
does
says
say 4.
HP 4. You kill the creature. How does this look?
So as it's running towards Big Lug, the cutlass spins with such accuracy, which is almost unheard of for Edgar, but such accuracy that as it spins, it just slices him clean in half.
Holy shit,
Like, all
Edgar!
the way down the...
You need to teach me that.
It's
Big Lug will.
luck.
He'll pick up both hats and be like, there's 2 of them now.
A pair.
Oh, yeah.
Does that mean there were 29?
You know what? You just stick with throwing that sword. That was very impressive.
Suppose I'm gonna toddle up the stairs and go and get my cutlass back.
May I offer you an intrusion?
You may.
1 XP for yourself and 1 XP for someone of your choice. Your cutlass has gone rattling all the way down the tunnel.
Ah, that's fine. I have another one.
So,
Obviously, that one's special, so I'm gonna go and retrieve it.
We now see this little thing outside this temple, this rundown old temple, dead. You heard someone inside as well, and now from deep inside you can probably hear people milling about.
Everyone, I think there are more of these inside. What is this thing? I don't think Claudette has ever seen this before. Can she inspect the body, especially the jerkin or the helmet?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Claudette. It's dead.
What's left of them? It's dead.
That's what it is. It's dead.
Well, you're not wrong. You did slice it in half, but what is this? Do you know? I do not know.
I think it's a frog.
Oh, it is a big frog.
Big
They-
Lug
they
will
do
hold
that.
the two pieces and just.
You look at the legs. It's
When you
very
put them back together, this is. Oh, thank you. Okay, it's a frog with a helmet and a spear and a jerkin, an ugly jerkin.
It is very ugly.
Is there any way like we can kind of go in and look at what's there without them seeing her? Kinda like
Yeah, that'd
peek.
be a stealth roll. If you're trained in stealth, it'll be easier, but it's speed.
Oh, my speed's 11. I don't know what that means.
It's better than mine.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty will be difficulty 3. These are difficulty 3 creatures.
Okay.
On difficulty 3, and rolling a 3, you can sneak your way in and see them. There are a group of these small green frogs with helmets and spears that are trying to assemble the mill in a dank
Okay.
cave.
So there's like bits of wood in that around. I'm assuming.
There are bits of wood in that around. They have tools, but they don't really know how to use them. It's like, have you ever seen a 3-year-old try and put together some IKEA furniture?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like. There's bits everywhere. It's not going right, but they keep trying to start the wheel up. They keep trying to spin the wheel, and something else breaks.
I'm
that's
going
not
to
right.
use shatter on like a piece of wood or site that's in a densely populated part of frogs.
Well, they do all keep stopping to regard this drawing that someone's done on blue paper, and they.
Oh god, I'm gonna make that explode!
So please, okay, so you can make that explode. How much does that cost you?
2 intellect points, but I have 1 edge in intellect.
You have 1 edge, so that's 1 intellect point.
1 intellect point. So it does. The object explodes in an immediate radius, dealing 1 point of damage to all creatures and all objects in that area. Because this is an area attack, adding effort to increase your damage works differently. Each level of effort applied this way, the explosion deals 2 extra additional points to each target. Even if I fail my attack roll, all targets in the area still take 1 point of damage.
So, first of all, it'll be an intellect attack roll then of difficulty 3.
Just like mass attacking it. Is
Just
that using it?
Yeah, just use intellect. Just use a normal intellect roll. That's just as easy.
Yep. Difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the deal with the effort? What difference?
We will do that slightly differently. You can use the effort to increase the damage, or you can use effort to reduce the difficulty of this attack roll down to 2. Either way, it will cost you 2 points of intellect each time you do it.
I'm gonna put 1 in effort.
Okay, put 1 in effort, so your intellect is reduced by 2.
Ooh,
That is a success. You successfully make the thing explode. Everyone is going to take 1 point of damage. However, for 2 points of intellect, you can make them take more damage.
I mean, I put effort, so take an extra 2 points anyway.
Yes. Okay. So using the effort as you have, they each are going to take 3 damage. Would you like to use even more effort?
How much damage does it take to kill them?
4.
For
Spend another 2, they'll all die.
Yeah, go on then.
So reduce your intellect by another couple of points.
It's a good job my internet was so bloody high.
And everyone except for the one small frog up on the stand, suddenly explodes. They all explode. They just combust. Mika gives them the look of death, and they just.
I'm gonna wave at one. I'm gonna wave at the one that's still alive.
No, you don't explode, you put together the thing!
Can I say I've been making my way in, and can I drop in that?
You guys
at
can
that moment?
follow in. You can all arrive by this point.
Holy
Okay.
shit, Mika!
I see the one frog, and I, having seen what Edgar did, I'm going to take my short sword and attempt to throw it at that frog.
This will be
My
a
speed
speed
is not very
test.
Why are
good.
clumsy
We'll see
people
how this
throwing
goes.
swords?
Why not?
It would be a
If it works-
speed test of difficulty
Seemed
3.
effective earlier.
Difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3 speed test.
That poor frog. Just said everyone
I
die.
really don't have anything to add to it.
I didn't either.
I'm just going to go for it.
We believe in you.
Sort of.
I believe.
Gee, thanks.
Claudette's like, I don't see this happening again.
No.
Oh.
It didn't.
I'm sorry,
Just-
Miriam.
Did not happen again.
There
But
is
at least whatever intrusion comes is going to be to our benefit.
yes. The sword buries itself in the wood next to the creature, and
Hey! What? You're supposed to offer me parlay, that's the rules. You don't just come in and kill people.
I'm just going to kind of look around at the myriad of frog bits from the explosion and go, I didn't start it. I mean, the one outside started to attack us. Technically, this was all self-defense.
Oh, I'm not a policeman, I'm just saying, honor amongst thieves.
Do your people normally explode?
No, this is most peculiar.
thank you very much for that re-roll, Kentucky Hawkeye, to Mika. Mika, you have a re-roll. At any time, you may use the re-roll, and we will take the second roll, no matter whether it's higher or lower.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you very much, okay? I'll be a bit more blasé with blowing stuff up then.
I feel like you've already been pretty blasé. Amazing.
So is this real what we want?
Yes, I think it is.
Hell,
Okay.
you can't take that. That is a part of the global office of boiling logs into newts limited.
Is he like a frog-sized frog?
No, he's
With a full-size spear.
that acronym.
Yeah.
That acronym there for his business stands for Goblin.
He's still quite small though, isn't he?
Yeah, quite small, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna completely ignore him.
No, you can't take it. That's part of our new business plan.
I don't think you really have any say in the matter at this point. Would you like to come down here and talk to us?
Sure.
Oh,
Do
I'm
I
here.
give this back?
No.
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 You keep.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Keep it.
No.
Okay.
No, you just keep hold of it for now.
Very good.
Okay.
He comes marching every now and then.
Just because you're big, folks, look. We're gonna make a comeback. We're gonna get fed up of being swamp monsters. We're gonna be highly intellectual entrepreneurs, and you guys can't come and stop us just because you're mean.
But you had to explode a mill. That is not a very businessman-like spirit, right?
Oh, we didn't set
No.
fire to the mill. It just kind of burst.
You just kind of exploded it on accident.
But it
that
did
happens
make a
to me
convenient
all
door. It was a sign that we were doing the right thing.
Eh.
Me
mm.
too.
What is your name, swamp monster? Oh, excuse me, sir.
Gorlak.
Gorlak?
Gorlak.
Gorlak?
Roar in the
I'm
middle
sorry,
there.
I'm not
Gorlak.
from around here. I probably have a terrible accent. I apologize. Gorlak, we are going to take back everything that you stole and bring it back to the mill, and in exchange, you will not do that again, and we will not explode you.
No, but hang on a minute. Look, I've got a permit.
Written
What
in,
does
it's
this
like
say?
just like handprints.
I do not think that this is a permit, Gorlak.
Yeah, it says so, loud and clear. Property of the GOBLIN.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, no big lug. Keep it. Keep it. Keep
Okay.
it. Good. Gorlak, do you have anything else in this temple that you stole? Anything
No.
expensive?
No,
Are you
didn't
sure?
steal things.
Oh, anything else that you acquired for your future business ventures?
You mean our asset list?
That's right. What else is on your asset list?
Well, just a few small things.
Can you show us?
He will show you several things. He's like,
Okay, look, I'll give you a tour. But that's only on the basis that you're not gonna steal things in a minute. Come on. Please put a hard hat on.
there's just rocks on the wall.
Claudette grabs one. She's holding it.
Now, this here is gonna be
Miria
our
also
printing.
grabs one.
This is gonna be our printing venture.
You can see the printing press that was stolen from the printers about 2 weeks ago. No one knows where it's been.
Over here, we're going to start a pizzeria.
There's a fire.
It's interesting. All right. It seems like you're sort of all over the place, and maybe you need to narrow down your business trading plan. Yes. No. Gorlak?
But
No.
make business plan, gain assets, profit.
It is something like that. Yes. I tell you what. You come back to town with us, and we will get you perhaps a good internship somewhere.
Maybe at the mill.
Oh, yes, you could help rebuild the mill and then learn how it works. And from there, you will have a solid groundwork on what it takes to start your own business.
So, it sounds a lot like you're trying to persuade Gorlak.
I am. I'm trying to persuade him.
He is a difficulty 3 creature.
Difficulty 3. I am trained in persuasion. I'm gonna do... I'm just gonna roll it.
Drink that potion. Make him drink the potion.
Worst case, I'll blow him up.
It's a gift.
I am not giving that potion to Gorlak.
He might
But I
turn into
will-
a dragon or something.
Right. I'm gonna roll and see what happens with this
That would
persuasion.
be very unfortunate for us.
And
Or maybe he'll be a dragon-sized frog
and I'm gonna spend an effort just in case.
That's horrifying.
bouncing along.
Ooh,
That's
there
how
you go.
earthquakes came about.
There you go. So,
All right.
I am hearing a bit of reverb from someone. I'm hearing an echo.
Probably me.
Thank you. So, on the difficulty 3, you convince me. He's like,
Well, I've always wanted to be an upstanding citizen. Would I get citizenship too?
We can work on that. Yes. Sure. Whatever.
All right, deal.
That is disgusting. Big Lug, go ahead. Put it down.
Hey, you have to wear a hard hat in this area.
He just puts his hand there and then shakes the creature's hand.
All right, that's a deal. As concrete as anything.
Unfortunately, he doesn't know his own strength, so he probably squeezes a little too tight.
I'm just gonna throw him in the air. Shake it.
Ragdoll it.
Ah. Okay,
sorry.
I'll come with you. That was mean.
Are there any other assets that we can see? Edgar, are you exploring or anything? You probably are better at this than
I'm
Claudette.
looking around for my sword, definitely. I mean, if I find anything else, it's just luck at that point.
I'll go with you.
Yes, let's
Wonder
have a
about-
rummage.
I'm bored of the frog now.
Because it didn't explode.
Yeah. Life's more fun with explosions.
a mantra to live by.
Okay, so I'm going to search for my sword and anything else that might be of any value.
I'm gonna kind of half-assed walk behind you.
Why don't you give me a search? It will be a perception check of difficulty 2, because you should know what your sword looks like.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I am trained in searching.
Ah, difficulty 1.
Well, nothing wrong can go.
Except the sentence.
Yeah, sorry. I got clicking the button, and I was like, definitely the right one. I'm not going to put any effort in. I'm
Nice.
glad I did that.
So, on a 14, you find your cutlass. Your cutlass is sitting on top of a small chest.
It's a mimic. No, I retrieved my cutlass, and so small chest. Are we talking sort of this big, this sort of size? Like a
About the width of my screen. Okay.
I'll pick that up. You're still muted, Jeff.
But we could also hear you.
We could, yeah.
So, is it a magic chest? Why don't you try and identify?
Yes, I will hand it to Mika.
How do I do that?
It'll be an intellect roll. Difficulty 4.
I've got magic training. I'm trained in the basics of magic, and I can understand and identify properties, including operations and magic
That
artifacts.
sounds a lot like you are trained in this, so it'll be difficulty 3.
Thank you. I'm gonna reroll.
Ooh, you're gonna use your reroll, perfect.
I am.
I hold
Hey.
success.
That's how you use a reroll.
Very nice.
With the reroll, you can indeed detect the chest. The chest itself is not magical, but it is full of magical items.
I'm going to have a book on lockpicking.
You can
But
have a
it's-
book on lockpicking, of course.
It is, but it's like a big encyclopedia of all different kinds of lockpicking. But all the locks are magical locks that are known to man.
Okay.
8,000-page book.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
it, yeah.
covering all bases here.
You have the encyclopedia of all locks that ever existed, ever. Even some from the future. So that will be an asset which reduces the difficulty down. Well, the difficulty to pick this lock would be a 3, so it would reduce the difficulty down to 2.
What does that come under? Intellect again?
Intellectual speed. Speed, actually, I think. Speed for picking a lock. And get the barrels at the right time.
2, yeah?
2.
Lockpicking's hard.
It is.
I know.
Unless you know what you're doing.
Alex can lockpick.
Mm.
He's tried to teach me a few times. I'm not the best student.
So, on a
I'm very
speed,
impatient.
you succeed. You know you've done everything right, but this lock does not unlock.
I'm gonna throw it on the floor.
The lid falls open
Not
because
to
it
try and
wasn't
open
locked. It wasn't locked.
Now I'm gonna kick it for good measure.
Out of this chest come pouring necklaces, bangles, rings, you name it.
I think Alex's PC is just frozen.
Oh, bye.
I
We've
can
got
hear
a
it
wonderful
go, "Fuck!"
still of... Okay, we may drop cams in a second, but we'll see how it goes.
He looks a bit like something out of a horror film, doesn't he? What'd
Yes.
you say?
Oh,
Oh yeah, his PC's crashed.
Oh no.
How do I?
There's Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth's got two.
Yeah, you also crashed Elizabeth somehow.
Somehow I turned it into driving mode. I don't know how.
I think that was a sympathy crash. I'm not sure.
There's Elizabeth.
There we go.
Now I think I have 2. No? Who are we missing? Alex. We're missing an Alex.
Somehow accidentally made myself put it in driving mode.
Oh.
But I'm back. I am not driving. Don't worry.
Tiny Tim, who did not die.
While we're waiting, can I attempt to pull my sword out of the wood? That it got stuck in?
Yes, of course you can.
assuming that will be might.
Yes, it would. It would be difficulty free.
And I'm assuming it will be having to do with brute strength, which means I get to drop it down to difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2, indeed.
And I would like to use my duplicate, which typically costs 2 might, but I have 2 edge, and have my duplicate be pulling on me as I'm pulling on the sword.
Fantastic. That will reduce the difficulty down to 1.
All right.
I'm back. Sorry.
Nice.
This could end horribly considering I'm clumsy.
I mean, but I'm sure it won't.
Nope, because I got an eye! Although it still could end poorly.
Okay, no, you pull the sword free. You have the sword. You've done it. Well done.
I got my sword back.
Nice. I think while I'm waiting with Gorlock and Big Lug, Claudette is rummaging through her bag for the potion that she has not had yet, and she holds it up in front of the two of them and says, do either of you know what this is? Can you tell me? I've had it for a while, but I don't know what it does.
I'm gonna
It
shout
looks like
through
a
vodka.
drink.
It looks like a drink. I would say so, yes. Thank you. Thank you. What did Mika say?
Vodka.
Is vodka?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit dark, but sure, why not? Pop. Chugging it.
D100, please.
Your face melts off.
Oh,
Exactly.
What did
you roll? Let's
How
do a
is that
reroll.
possible?
Let's do a reroll. We're doing
that's
a
the exact
reroll.
same thing you rolled, Mika.
Yeah.
That's weird.
We're doing a
Hang
reroll.
on.
We can't just
We're
have
doing it
levitation
again.
potions everywhere.
Right?
That's no fun.
All right, 68. So close to being a great number.
A 68. This looks a lot like dirty water.
Oh.
Gross.
It tastes like fish sauce.
Grosser.
Well, if you're French.
I'm still very disappointed.
And as you drink it, you get a duplicate, much like Miria.
Claudette and her duplicate are doing an elaborate mime routine, kind of just feeling it out.
Poor Mika.
Doing that, like, yeah, Mika's gonna, after kicking the chest, walk back out, see that, just go, what the fuck, and just go back in again.
My duplicate is going to just kind of walk up and just like look kind of confused at Claudette's duplicate,
Like,
and
do
then
they
it's
know?
going to attempt to join in the mime routine and do it very clumsily and awkwardly.
Like-
Miria, what is this? But on the bright
I
side,
didn't know you have a duplicate.
is me either.
Why didn't you tell me?
Do
I
the
didn't
duplicates
know.
know that they're duplicates?
I
That
don't think
age-old question.
To
That is a very good question.
Prices.
I
What is
imagine Claudette and Claudette's duplicate speak at the same time. Very disturbingly.
Just half
So-
a second out.
So my duplicate is in surround sound.
Pretty much.
Oh, Alex, the chest
That
is open. It's filled with jewelry. There's magical stuff in it. I have a book with extensive knowledge of lockpicks that have ever been discovered and ones in the future. But that didn't work because the chest was open, so I threw it on the floor and kicked it.
Chest is completely empty. However, my pockets are very full.
This is true.
Wait, is there more than one of me?
No,
I don't think so.
no,
No,
just-
it's just more rocks. If that's what you mean. Both her and the duplicate are talking to you.
That's a little rude.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to demean you and your rock body. It's but you are made of rocks, you know. Right?
Mm. He's
This
just
is,
poking himself.
No, is it made of rock? Everyone's going to be starting having a midlife crisis soon. We're never going to leave this temple. We're just going to sit there rocking in the corner.
Mika, Edgar, did you find something in the other room? What did you find?
I found my sword.
Oh, very good. Very good. Mika, are you coming back in? There are two of me now. Double the pleasure, double the fun.
I'm just gonna wink at her.
They both wink back. Well, I guess we are going to go find Gorlak a job, and then we gotta find whoever owned the printing press and the fire cook, stone pizza oven, and whatever other assets that Gorlak has acquired.
Oh,
Yes?
you don't need to worry about finding the owner of the printing press. He had an industrial accident.
Okay, Gorlak, I will give you a small bit of advice. You do not ever need to tell anyone that again. Yes, we'll just let that be a mystery forever. In the meantime, I guess you have a printing press. Or we have a printing press.
Yeah!
I think we all have the printing press. Don't you think that's fair?
I think everyone has a printing press in their soul.
All right. That's not what I meant, but that's fine. And again, her and her duplicate are saying this. That's fine.
That is
Sure.
creepy.
Well, yeah, sorry. I don't know what to do. I thought it was vodka, but it was not. It was better.
Could have been.
No.
Yeah. Here is always hoping when you drink a potion that it is actually just vodka.
Exactly.
Typically, it's the person who drinks the vodka who sees double, not everyone else. So
You're right. Perhaps a reverse vodka that tastes like
Oh.
fish sauce. It was disgusting.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, you don't have to do that to have a very sexy twin, but I do. So
I'm sorry. I don't think I would do this if I had to drink fish sauce every time.
I would.
Double
It'd be
explosion.
great. Yeah. Maybe we could both levitate together as well. And then explode things on the ground while we're levitating.
that would be fun. For
Like
you,
get the
I think.
honor roll at school.
That really just checks everything on your list of things to do. Levitate, have a
Yes.
tween, explode. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Evil twin explosions.
That's pretty good.
My tutor would be proud.
So what can we carry? I know Big Lug had the wheel.
Yeah.
We
No, you got
cannot-
a twin to carry stuff now.
I've got a twin, but we don't do the heavy lifting, you know? We just sort of stand in the back and encourage others
And
to
look,
do a great job.
Motivational speaker.
That's right.
literally. So I've got a little bag with things, with some things in it.
Some things.
I have a backpack you can put stuff in.
Do you think your backpack could hold a whole printing press or a pizza oven?
How big are they?
Pretty big. I would assume they're pretty fucking big. Bigger than a badger, but smaller than you, I would say.
Okay.
That covers a lot of range. I could maybe try to pick up the printing press.
I support this decision.
All right. Miria
Pick
is
that
going
shit
to...
up, Miria.
with my duplicate, attempt to go and lift the printing press.
Yes, between the two of you, you can indeed lift the printing press if you make me a difficulty-free check. Already reduced because your thing is helping you.
Already reduced. Okay.
I can give you aggression again. I'm really mad at the printing press.
Sure.
Miria, stop being a little bitch. Pick it up.
Fine. Gonna kind of like hulk out. I'm also a little bit mad because someone else has a duplicate too, and they just had to drink the potion. And then I'm going to spend effort to put it down to a 1.
Which you can
Yeah.
totally do, yes.
Nice.
Where is that one?
Hey.
Yeah.
Between
Very
the
nice.
pair of you, you can lift this up dead easy.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have lifted the printing press.
Very
I just
impressive.
as one of us is going to be walking backwards.
You could carry it and walk sideways.
That's true.
Until you get to doors, at least, yeah.
Sure.
Yes. So I am now quite angrily carrying a printing press.
Claudette and Claudeau are both very impressed with you. Very good. Sorry we called you a bitch. We were just trying to motivate, you know. You're not a bitch. I don't think. I'm gonna grab...
Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. I'm going to grab Gorlock's hand and probably just follow behind Big Lug. And I guess, because I didn't find anything else in the temple, I guess we're going to roll out. Head back through the forest and hope for the best with this printing press. Bring it back to town.
A giant mill wheel.
And a giant mill
and a
wheel.
box of treasure.
I'm pretty strong. You could probably attach the pizza oven to me too.
Just drag it.
It is on wheels.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
spring.
Oh, well.
Like a
it
cart.
would be a shame.
Yeah,
It would be a shame to leave the pizza oven.
Alright, well let's do it.
Okay.
Does the printing press have wheels, Gorlock?
No, it doesn't have any wheels. The printing press.
Just checking.
I have a giant
there you
wheel.
We broke the cart that we used to bring it up here, and that's how we made the fire pizza oven, a moving fire pizza oven thing. I think it's gonna be the next big thing, Goblin Fire.
Goblin? You're a frog.
No, the Great Organization of Beast-Leading Industrial Policies.
Oh,
No,
yes,
notions.
it's- It's an acronym, you know. It's a LLC sort of thing. Nothing is in Gorlock's name, of course. It would be too much of a liability.
Okay. So
Are we attaching that pizza cart to you?
we're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna use some rope. I have a lot of rope. And maybe some pitons and some other bits and pieces. And it's probably likely that I've got a grappling hook as well. So we can make this work.
Okay, you can attach the thing. To move with all this weight, Big Lug, you will also need to make me a difficulty or strength test.
Difficulty 4. All right, because I have that 3 edge, I will spend a level of effort to drop that down to a difficulty 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to help me, so.
I can also give you aggression, although I'm a little afraid to get angry.
Sure, if you want, I'll take it.
Granted, and I and my duplicate say, Big Lug, listen, I'm not calling you a little baby pebble, but I sort of am. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Try not to be a little baby pebble. We?
Big Luck can carry all of this. All right, so that's a difficulty 2 now.
Difficulty 2.
Son of a bitch!
I'm sorry, I called you a pebble. Please don't be
Does
mad at me.
anybody want to spend any of their XP to let me reroll?
Yes, I will spend mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. So I'm still rolling against a 2, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
You can pull all of these things along, driven by the desire to not be a little pebble.
No little pebble,
Oh,
a giant stone.
There goes our favorite mountain man. We are so proud of you, Big Lug. Very good. All right, I guess Mika, Edgar, Miria, Big Lug, and Gorlak. I don't know the way home. Do you?
I do.
I know the way.
Oh,
He definitely does.
be our guest.
Well, you just follow the path.
Is there a path?
Yeah, there's a path straight through the woods. Just don't stray from the path. That's all.
Oh, we did not do a good job of that on the way here.
Not so much, no.
No. Go ahead and show me that path, will you? Just to make sure.
Oh yeah,
Just
it's a great big path through the forest. If Big Lug hadn't got so fixated on these badger tracks earlier, he probably would never have got lost.
You know, where I come from, there's a fairy tale that sounds very similar to this, and it is not good if you go off the path.
Well, that's true. Big Lug did meet that very angry badger.
Exactly, that's what happens.
In the fairy tale?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Ah.
This
Badgers.
is fantastic.
Badger.
Mushroom.
And a snake attacks you.
A snake!
That's now going to be in my head for weeks.
I'll start singing it to him quietly when he starts forgetting about it.
Very good.
3 a.m. I'll be like, snake.
No, you won't.
I bet.
No.
So you make your way through the forest. I mean, it's fairly easy to make your way through the forest. But let's see how little Gerlach does it. Yeah, he's alright. Leads you through the forest. Yeah, come on, it's this way. You just come on this way. When you get to the other side, usually I take straight to the shadows.
Well, you can do that if you are more comfortable, but you are going to be sandwiched between me and me, so I do not think that anyone will be bothered by your presence, you see? You're just our little frog friend.
I get to be in a Claudette sandwich?
That's right. Lucky boy.
Doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, they have one of his hands. They're partially trying to be nice and partially absolutely not letting him go.
So as you get back, he says, well,
You know, usually when I get to the town, people throw stones at me.
Oh, that's very rude.
I can do that now to get used to it if you want.
No, Mika.
Yeah.
It's fine.
A generous offer, but one we may refuse for now. Maybe we should go put. Maybe we should go put the mill wheel back at the big mill and prevent them from reinstalling the little mill. Hmm? You know, just cut down on the work, be a little more efficient.
It might have burned down.
Maybe, yes.
Let's
Maybe.
go find out. Take the little frog back to the scene of the crime.
Oh, I see what you mean. I should take over the mill and become an entrepreneur there. We just
You
need the
should.
factory manager to have a little industrial accident.
That's you remember what I said about industrial accidents, yes? We do not
They
need
are
those.
good.
No, Mika. Mika, no.
Helping.
We maybe have you work just without killing anything for a few months, see if you get a feel for the mill industry, and then report your findings back to Goblin, you know? But again, if we find out that you have done any sort of industrial accident induction, we will come back and we will probably have to explode you, like all your comrades. You know, you understand?
Mika said industrial accidents were good.
Mika was just playing, right, Mika? Okay, Mika was just playing.
Yes.
Thank you. She winks again. Both of them. So Gorlak, no explosions, yes?
Explosions? I don't do explosions. At least I
No.
don't think I do. Do you think that's what happened to my people? Do you think I'm a ticking time bomb? Oh no!
No murder. How about that?
Murder.
No murder. No accidents. Hmm?
Oh, no accidents. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is that fair? That seems fair to me.
I don't know. You're making the rules. I guess it's fair.
That's right. Big Lug, Edgar, do you want to go maybe find someone who can take this wheel off our literal hands?
Yes, I will. I'll wander off and try and find the whatever the title of the person that is in charge of a mill. You already know it.
Little person.
The title of this person is Miller.
I mean, it would be. I'm sure there's another word. Anyway, yeah. I will look for Mr. Miller.
Sometimes called Windy by his friends. As you find Mr. Miller, you can see he is over. Approach the mill. Someone is starting to brick up the hole in the wall, and people beyond are under the direction of Mr. Miller putting together a much smaller grinding wheel.
I'm tempted to just not tell him. However, my amazing nature and being a world-renowned explorer, I will just go up to him and go, "Excuse me, sir. We have retrieved your millstone."
What? You retrieved the millstone? The mill is saved!
Do you have a duplicate too?
What?
Yes, it's over there.
Duplicate?
Never mind. My companion is carrying it. Where would you like it?
Hang on a minute, lads. Hang on. You there. Lift the mill back up. Get the little mill out of here. We'll get the big mill in. Can you hold it for just a minute, big lad?
Yeah.
We should be fine.
And have you brought lunch behind you there?
Lunch?
Is there pizza in here right now?
Oh, the pizza oven.
And no, but it takes only like 2 seconds to fire it up.
Like he goes across and starts turning knobs and.
Oh, fantastic! Gorlak,
Is there actually pizza in there?
Not yet, but I'm sure we can find the ingredients somewhere close by.
The mill.
The mill. Flour right here.
They've already thrown water in it. Oh, like we're halfway there.
I think
We've got pancakes. Like, let's just go wild.
I've got to say, Mr. Miller, I like your business venture. I think you're gonna make a lot of dough.
Ah. Ouch, that hurt me.
Did it? I literally just like picked a load of frog-related puns that I was going to try and throw in. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Miria, I just feel awful that you are still holding this printing press. I tell you what, we'll talk with Mr. Miller and we will talk with Gorlak, and I foresee some kind of pizza, printing press, advertising, mill business could happen right here.
Oh no, I don't think so. Don't want to diversify myself too much.
Okay, Mr. Miller. Well, that was worth a try. In the meantime, I think she's just going to leave the printing press right here. You think that's fair for now?
It'll spoil the rain.
Is this true? You are
The
not wrong.
printing press can go bad?
Yep, made of metal.
Suppose so.
Don't care.
Mika's like, no, you're gonna have a printing press now. Too bad.
Oh yeah, I've put it down. It's just there,
Do with it
like
as you
off
will.
to the side of the mill.
I don't want to diversify myself too much.
And just for the sake of it, I'm gonna say my duplicate. It kind of like sets it down, and then kind of like trips over it. She realized quite how close to her own feet she put it. Just because.
Gorlak, how is that pizza coming back there? Any luck?
It's going pretty well.
No speaking, not of the pizza. No. I do not. Oh god, we cannot have this pizza. We should never have let him have the pizza.
Big
It's
Lug.
okay, I'll be done in just moments.
No, sir.
Big Lug turns around to see how the pizza's going and moves the pizza cart with him. Where'd the pizza cart go?
It's for the best that you took it away from Gorlak, so that's fine.
But where did it go?
Oh, it's
I can't find it.
it disappears every now and again. Don't mind it. It's fine.
Cheers,
What?
magic.
Oh.
Well, look, much appreciate. Much appreciate you bringing back me milk. I think there's a little reward in order.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yes. A bag of flour each.
We
Thank
get our
you.
own flour.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you very
well,
much.
Say you like flowers.
I do like flowers. Thanks a bunch.
I bet I could make better pizza than the Growler.
This is probably
That's
true.
something we could use the flour for.
It could have been worse. It could have been corn, but this isn't chicken feed.
Could have been corn. Thank you for the flower, Mr. Miller. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry again about the whole mill explosion. It was not our fault,
That's
but
okay. Did you
yeah,
find
good
out,
luck rebuilding, I suppose.
Did you find out who did it?
No,
Yes, we killed them. It's fine. They're all dead.
I
Oh,
don't
kill
know any
them.
of their names. They are
Yeah, we
dead.
didn't
This
find
is
out
right.
their name.
Well,
Yeah.
if they're all dead, that means there shouldn't be any more trouble up mill, which is most important thing.
That's right.
That's right. No more trouble up mill.
Big Lug's gonna put the wheel down, like, okay, here's your wheel back, and rolls it towards him.
Oh God!
He's quite a strapping lad. He'll kind of catch it. How hard are you rolling this?
I don't think he's trying to, like, shove it, but he doesn't know how strong he is. He's just like, here you go.
So we'll say it does some minor damage as it rolls over his foot. And he just like, oh! Well, now I've got gammy leg. Lads, come on, come and get this mill. So get this mill in place of new mill, and then this will be new mill. But it's the old mill. But we'll do it like it's new mill. And a group of lads come out and lift the mill.
I think Claudette is leaving at this point. She's so disappointed she only got flour. She's just walked out. She's like, great, thanks, bye. She's going back to the tavern with her flour and her duplicate and hopefully Gorlak.
Yeah, Gorlak follows. He's like, I quite enjoy being in the Claudette sandwich.
Yes, you're welcome. It is a rare opportunity for sure. Would anyone else like a drink? I am feeling quite famished.
Mika's already out the door before you even finish your sentence.
Fantastic. We're going to follow Mika.
I like drinks.
I'm also following out.
Yeah, as soon as we get back to whatever this fantasy tavern is, Claudette is going to order vodka if available because it's just on her mind.
You get a fish soup now.
Out of corn. I suppose you probably can. You can make vodka out of practically anything.
Pretty much, yeah. What does Big Lug do with the pizza oven?
It's still attached to him, so he like walks back to the bar with everybody and walks in through the door, and it probably
Yeah,
closes.
It won't fit through the door.
the door probably closes before it gets to the door anyways, and so he just like keeps on walking.
Oh no, it's 50 foot rope. It's fine.
I would like to try to I would like to try to persuade the tavern owner to purchase the pizza oven and we can split the profits.
Well, I guess the question is, would the rope break before the door and the surrounding wall would break as he's continuing to walk?
I would hope so.
Do you know, I feel like ropes have got a certain amount of flex in them, but they are quite strong.
Yeah.
Door and door frames tend to be a little more built for holding weight that way than taking weight that way.
And he's got momentum, so
I think the door breaks.
just busts in behind him.
Structural wall. The whole building collapses on us.
TPK.
The whole building collapses. However, Miria, you find yourself standing with the bar owner in a spot that is right next to a structural wall. You're safe. Everyone else takes 4 points of damage to their might pools.
Oh.
4?
Oh.
Ain't no thing.
Is my duplicate still around, or is she now gone after that?
I think your duplicate might be gone.
How much damage did you take? You said 4?
Damage.
Sorry?
My duplicate still has 2 points left.
So perhaps Claudette is there as well, but both of you
I
look
have 3
similarly
left.
injured.
Yeah, but the goblin snuffed it, or the frog.
Oh yeah, did we just kill Gorlak?
He's now a frog.
Son of a bitch! We brought him all the way back from that godforsaken temple, and then he just got crushed by this stupid tavern. I helped him accomplish his business plan. What good is this? I guess at least I
Well,
have flour.
You have
Sorry,
flour.
Gorlak.
We all have flour. And I got this chest.
You got
Was
a
that-
what?
I got the chest. I've carried it all the way here.
What's in the chest?
Well, gold and gems and
Jewelry,
Edgar?
amulets, bangles, rings.
Edgar?
a few bits.
Were you not going to
That's
spread the wealth?
Well, of course, that's why we're here. Obviously, we now might have to pay for a tavern.
no,
Yes,
there's
well-
no one left alive. Who's
But-
gonna claim on the insurance?
What's happened to my tavern?
Well,
It was the frog man.
Oh,
We thought he was
bloody
safe.
frog man! I throw stones at him whenever he's in town.
Now he's dead now.
your tavern also throws stones at him. He's taken care of. We took care of it for you. I don't even know what to say at this point. Would you
Is there a reward?
We brought
Yes.
a pizza oven with us.
That is... I'm picking up your accent. That's most kind, but don't do cooking, really.
You also are not interested in diversifying.
I mean, it seems like a novel idea, I guess. I mean, usually we just get the wife to do, like, bar food. But I suppose we could try some of that exotic pizza stuff.
How much would you say the damages are worth currently to your tavern? Just eyeballing, just getting a quick feel,
Well-
because about half of it is collapsed.
Full setup probably cost about 500 gold.
What a coincidence.
Pizza oven.
That is the exact cost of this pizza oven. I would like to roll a deception.
Please do. Difficulty 4, that's a stretch.
Oh, you can do it.
Difficulty 4. Ooh. All right. Well, I am proficient in deceiving. And I don't have any more effort because I spent it earlier. Is that right?
No, you can still spend effort. I don't track effort spending, that's no fun.
All right.
I'd
I'm
rather
going to
you all
spend an
die.
effort and then let's see what we got.
And I'll offer a reroll if you don't. Oh no,
No,
you're good.
nailed it. So you deceive this blighter. They are well and truly deceived. They go, oh, that sounds like real good pizza oven. I'll have to take you up on it.
Fantastic. Big Lug, let's go ahead and untie the rope now. As probably should have been. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's just fine. We would be happy to just leave this right here for you if that is simpler. Or maybe even pick it up, put it in the kitchen, whatever you would like. Now that we don't have a wall here, it should be pretty easy to remodel.
Let's put it in kitchen.
Fantastic. Big Lug, will you gently and carefully put the pizza cart in the kitchen? Beautiful. Beautiful. I am so proud of you. So proud. And with that, I would really love some vodka now, after all this. Really, truly. I would just really like to just buy a round for anyone who is still alive in this tavern
Is there any alcohol left? Is it all smashed?
right now. Really, whatever you have, I would be happy to drink.
Well, I don't know about vodka, But I do have ale.
Tap water.
It's basically the same thing, is it not, Mika? All right, well, we've got some ale, so I guess that's better than going dry. What a day. What a day.
In this chest, these are magical items. You may recall. Mika.
Yeah. I did try and tell him, but he ignored me.
If you wanted to, while he's distracted, you could identify what the items are.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm a nosy bugger.
Difficulty-free identify check.
But I'm trained in it.
Difficulty 2.
Yeah. Is that intellect?
Nice.
The amulet is an amulet of businessman-like conversations, which will aid all of your deception and persuasion checks. The bracelet is a bracelet of uncanny mercantile, which will allow you to reduce or increase the cost of items by 10%, depending on whether you're buying or selling.
Nice.
The rings are all a ring of legitimacy, but not of, like, bastard legitimacy, more like business legitimacy. You can convince people that you are a legitimate business owner. And one of the other rings is a ring of a ring of strength. Funnily enough, it's just a straight up ring of breaking things.
Okay, I'm gonna give the bracelet to Claudette.
Oh,
Willis! I'm giving
thank you.
both of the rings to Big Lug
Click.
because he needs to be stronger, but also a businessman.
Anyway, are you just letting her take all the things out of your chest?
I will blow your chest up.
What, I'd set off like shrapnel or just go everywhere?
Yeah, everyone will die.
Just take it. It's fine.
Thanks.
We're sharing.
Been a good day after all. Who is getting the, I don't know what this is, I guess, but who's getting the amulet of business?
Yeah, that's free to whoever wants it. Mika has no interest in the jewelry at all. Like, she doesn't actually want it. She's just nosy.
I think Claudette is very happy with her bracelet, so she's not going to try to take it.
Cheaper prices.
Exactly.
Miria will probably just take it because it's pretty, not really like knowing that it has any sort of magical effect. She wasn't really paying attention. She'd be like, oh, that's really pretty.
And then she becomes a real estate mogul.
Yes.
So yeah, as soon as you put the necklace on, it's like a suit just comes on you as well.
Just folds out from the necklace.
Yeah.
At least we can tell them apart now.
Well, guys, we have treasure, we have done a little quest, we've done a tutorial, and we understand the Cypher system, I think, roughly. I think that's
I
where
like
we'll
that.
wrap up.
Nice.
How do we all feel about the Cypher
Fantastic.
system?
I feel
I
like,
love it.
whew, that was fun, and I feel like we killed a lot of things and did a lot of damage, but ultimately we came out as winners.
I really like this Cypher
Well said.
system, actually.
I did too.
The pizza oven was the friends we made along the way.
I really want pizza.
Yeah, same.
But it's like
Too.
2 a.m. where we are.
Yeah, don't remind me, it's so depressing. Like, in between my second and third shows, I'm like, oh, I could really use a good meal right now, I'll order it. God damn it, it's 2 a.m.
You just need to order something before the show starts.
Yeah, but then it's cold, and then I just get sad. Anyway, let's go round, see what our favourite part was, who we are, where we can find each other online, and all that good stuff. This time we will start with Jay.
Hi! Favorite part? Probably blowing up frogs. Was my most favorite and fun part. And I think that says a lot about me as a person. I really like the Cypher system though. It's good, isn't it? It's like really easy to do, unless you're me that can't find the buttons, but if you take that part out, it's really easy to do, but still does a lot of things whilst being really easy. So I like that. That's good. Kind of too complicated, otherwise I forget what I'm doing. Yeah, so my name is Jay. Jay Bambi. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Forgot what we were streaming on just then. I stream with Dark Fox or Alex, who I don't know which way he is one of those ways. We were predominantly Arc streamers, although we're streaming a lot of Rainbow Six Siege at the moment because it turns out I really, really like that game. A little bit too much. Oh, what was the other one? What's the little tank game, Alex?
Shell Shock.
That game is great. If no one's played Shell Shock, you need to play it. It's one of those really stupid little games, like you're a little tank and you just blow each other up and you think, oh, that's stupid. And then you play it and it's 4 hours later and you're still playing it. It's great. Absolutely love it. But yeah, everyone play that game. It's so much fun. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you.
Very welcome. Next around, we have Lauren Newberger. Oh, hi.
Oh, hello. You can find me on Twitter at Lauren Newberger. I know that's very creative. This is my first stream ever, and I greatly, greatly enjoyed it. I think my favorite part was Big Lug getting lost in the woods and finding the badger. That made for an interesting natural one roll. I really enjoyed the Cypher system, though. I like that the GM doesn't have to roll at all, and you can just lower the difficulty class. I think that's very interesting. And thank you guys for having me. This was a blast. I really enjoyed it.
I'm calling bullshit on this being your first stream with your lighting and everything, and like the general accent and everything. Like, what?
Oh, thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I've never streamed before. I've played on Roll20 3 times now, but
Three times.
yes, and it's always been D&D. I've never done Cypher system before, but it was.
All right, show
I will do it again.
All right, show off.
Sorry, you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm just so good.
Next around, we have the wonderful Elizabeth77. Elizabeth, oh hi.
Oh, hi. Yes, my name is Elizabeth Joy. You can find me on Twitter at ElizabethC77, ELIZABETSY. You can find me Monday nights, 7:30 to 9:30 Eastern Time on the Phantom Roll Boost Twitch. I run a game of 5e, and it's all homebrew. I have pretty awesome players. I'm trying to convince some of them that they should swing over to this channel as well. We'll see if that works. This is my second time streaming here. I have enjoyed it just as much as I did the first time. And I would have to say my favorite part was the pizza oven going through the wall of the tavern. And I absolutely love the Cypher system. This is my first time playing it, and I'm hoping to be putting together a sci-fi setting for the Cypher system. So keep an eye on my Twitter for that if you would like to kind of follow that adventure. And yeah, I look forward to further adventures.
Yeah, indeed. It was actually Marcy of Phantom Roll Booth that originally taught me the Cypher system way back when.
It's a good person to learn it from.
Really good person to learn it from. Quixotic, you're up next.
My name is Rich. I'm at Quixotic on Twitter. We're on a brief hiatus, but you can usually find me Tuesday nights, 9 Eastern on the Greyhawk channel, playing in a game called The Dying Kingdom. We probably will be back around February for that. You can also find me in an audio drama called The Ghostlight Theater. If you go to @Throw2Pro, that's THROTOPRO. That's the Twitter for Thrown Together Productions, who produces it. So they do a lot of audio dramas, and it's all good stuff.
Fantastic, thank you. And I didn't catch that last one because of the spelling, but if you want to chuck it in chat, please do. I don't block links or anything. Please put that in so we can go and find you.
Yeah, I'm definitely checking that out.
Lastly, we come to Dark Fox. Alex, oh hi.
Hello, I'm Alex, or Alexandrian, or Dark Fox. Dark Fox 812, whatever, whichever, it's all good. So for me, favorite part was... I think it's the sword throw. It was Edgar's sword throw. It was just impressive. Swiftly followed by the dragging of the pizza oven, and carrying the wheel and just going, I'm going to put it down. Like I just visualized just suddenly it being put down and then everyone being squished. Oh, hi cat. Yeah, of course I'm talking, so that means you must come and interfere. So I'm, as I said, I'm Alex. I stream with Jay. We have recently moved house, thanks to you lovely people. So we're gonna have a little tour around the house at some point soon. I'll probably post that on Twitter once I actually do it. It'll probably take me about 9 million attempts.
Once the house is less boxy.
Yeah. But in the meantime,
You're gonna go and smooth out all the corners.
no. Well, some of them maybe.
A round house.
I mean, I looked at one of those a while back. Ooh, no. Cat, can you stop molesting my microphone, please?
Yeah, I've heard roundhouses are a kick in the teeth.
That was a good show in the 90s.
Crackling away there. Ugh. Anyway, so in the meantime of getting loads of stuff sorted and before we get back into a proper stream schedule, we're just sort of streaming on Twitch now and again. Friday nights seems to be pretty good because we get together with a bunch of friends and we play multiplayer games. So that's always fun to hear us get really angry at people on the internet. And tomorrow, from 8 p.m. GMT, which I think is 1500 EST. I think that's what the tweet said. I'm going to be streaming on my own while Jay has better things to do. And I'm going to be playing some Breath of Fire 3, which is a really, really old school JRPG. So if you fancy the idea of that, feel free to drop by. That'd be great.
It's good fun. I'll be in his chat while I'm pretending to work.
And will that be on Dark Fox or will that be on Jay's channel?
No, it'll be on my channel.
Ooh, let's give you a shout out as well then.
Oh, thanks.
Fun.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks everyone.
Alex does great commentary.
Well, maybe.
He does commentary, to be judged.
I do some.
Well, everyone. Great, thanks for coming along on this silly little adventure where we learned to play the Cypher system. I had a ton of fun doing it. I think next week we're going to go either something sci-fi or something 8-bit. We'll see. It'll be a ton of fun. We'll just do something different every week, and I think Jay and Alex are going to be here every week, but they're going to be bringing different characters each week. So they'll probably try and try out every combination of things in the Cypher system book in the next 12 weeks, which is going to be amazing. Thank you so much for the raid cry there, Potato Hollow. We are raiding someone who is caps lock safe. We had another raid blocked yesterday because our raid cry didn't fit in with their damn Nightbot specifications. Just getting purged as soon as you get in. Feels bad now. However, this is my channel, guys. You can check us out. You can also go and check out our Discord, our Twitter, and our YouTube. If you haven't hit the follow button, please do so. Discord, you can come and be part of our wonderful community. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game on the show. We'll teach you how to play a game. It could be this, it could be Ryotama, it could be one of the 2 sessions of D&D 5e, or it could be Monsters of the Week, which starts next Monday. Also, check out the YouTube. All of these shows will be uploaded to the YouTube within a few days, so do check that out. Thank you for the follow. We also have a Patreon. You guys can support us on Patreon for as little as $1. But also, we have free articles that go on up a couple of times a month about TTRPGs and the TTRPG community. So check that out too. We also have merchandise. Go and check out our merch over on Redbubble. There's usually codes. I haven't seen one today, but sometimes you can get codes to get discounts on my merch. And there's going to be more things happening with the merch in the near future. Near-ish. It's opening week, so like everything that I promise at the minute has got at least 1 week's hold. Let's see, what else have we got? We've got sponsors. Bird in the Storm Publishing. They're a publishing company that made a few modules for D&D 5e, including Clearing the Midnight Wield, which is a game which is currently on YouTube, which we played a few weeks ago. We also have Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press made the Dark Matter Alpha expansion for D&D 5e. You can see that tomorrow night at 10 PM when Laugh Love Lindy takes us through Completely Legitimate Business, our new space D&D campaign. Or you can check it out last season on Argo 37, where Alice did a timey-wimey space campaign, which messed with all our minds and me and V melted. Either way, check it out. It's a lot of fun. Also check out our panels. You can see erasavod.com, who is currently in the chat. You can go and check out her website and get a discount over there. She makes accessories like dice bags, dice trays, and that sort of thing. Wonderful quality,
all
wonderful
lovely.
stuff. Yes.
Do it. They're great.
She also streams them making them, and it's true chill. What else do we have? We have tabletop loot down there where you can go and buy some dice to put in that dice bag, and we also have Rue Ink, so you can go and get a map to go with the dice tray and bag. So you pretty much got a whole campaign set out right there, easy. Yeah, and you can there's discount codes for all 3 of them, so please do go and check that out. I think that's it from me. Scratch said it right. Did I say it right? Thank God for that. Today we are going to head over and we are going to pay a raid to Madame Gandalf. She is in our Call of Cthulhu games on Tuesdays, and also he says he needs a drink really. Also, what am I saying? I've lost my words. I don't think I did the command right. I didn't do the command right. I tried to spell and talk at the same time, and both things just went absolutely terribly. Raid Madame Gandalf. You already have a raid in progress. Why can't I see it?
It's there.
Yeah, we can
It's
see
coming, yeah.
You've got
Don't
about
forget
5
you're on a
seconds.
timer. It's going to cut you out soon.
Okay, cool. Thanks for coming along, everyone. Have a great time. Keep evoking emotions, and we'll see you later on. Use the raid cry, have fun, and all them good things. Yeah, I'm going to fade us out to a video. See you later, everyone. Bye!
Bye.